25th April 2026. Hi, okay, 101.7 FM. Nasa no pesa wotemenka. Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition. Any other now? You can stay with us. Since now watching up on the view yet. And some would wire the your mind. And now your friend or a man your S in 7. And now a man your sem. I am a man your sem. You take it center stage. Our political discussions across so. Our OK 101.7 FM, Peace 104.3 FM, Neat 100.9, Hello 101.5, United Television, and the other agencies. And I'm watching a corner here. Your birch is a Libra Faketia. Your birch is a anniversary and a fine reason offering. Hey, possible say now what you be and now was yes we are busy. And somewhere see here or my mua ye di hun komo bi a wante. E bin so what but what half when you half now so 21 yes. It could also be say e bi a what be pa what fool but na entiasi anyajuma. Enti ana Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition you wo. Na ensemble ya bo akire sanse ye die biem na mpani se ma wo wo ni kan ye. And into memory there be between the hours of 7 and 9 and 7 and 10. Make a date with Ade Akye Abia weekend edition na ensem no flashback yembo akire bio. Na yembo ni na po na yempani ni anuagu bidansa na yesina woto. And into the one thing na wotwe. Dia wote yenso so wanti ase. Nia wote half answer na wobetie di aka no na trotra wotim no eduru baby e wo se osintu si. Da wakoma to ye memene da. Memene da bia 7 to 10. Ye beba hu nkomo ne de ahyehye so. Ani ntifita na no dwada na besi enu afiada. Somewhere ye amanyo somewhere ye kan wan sem na wotwe. We are back. Yedini na ebrewo. Your family chief captain Fred Marshall or Hinena Kwame Amo. Thank you very much if you have joined on Facebook, YouTube, and your social media platforms. Thank you very much if you have joined us on air on the frequency modulation 101.7. Madaruma yanani ya ona yemfa aboafo edwadifo nkrato yimra. Now say Bape, I will be playing voices of ensemo sisi na watching be. After which yani abajafo besin kunyana ensemni na ya peninu agubra kama. Certainly ye be baby a susan e de bode wono befa. Tianko baby a wadaroma. Exactly 8 minutes after 7. Let's make a branch and take this commercial break. And when we come back, Yebeke Jagum. Alright, so good morning once again and welcome to Ade Akye Abia Weekend Special Edition.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Efira, me mwachi o Efira. Yes on.
Machi o Efira. Efira me chia wonye so.
Hey, Ewra, enfase mam so. What? E ba enfase chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wa fi, we die me pese oni Efira bekon. Efira we die kwa sore abo. Ewra de. Mo kwa sore. Ye bompa ye. Ewra de ka so ho a. What? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kompo wunya. onipa da se ne timi koto this way chocolate drink no ne yire ne ma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa no wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yianom eni mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende erekore ne fie wura beti ha anopa dio awia dio enumre dia mo no makodeo mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotena so ndem se ye kosumura
me say na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje fiera ya wi aya kwasere ba fata ke fiera wuti fia say light we no water be ba wuntua bi wo bo say sika na ne fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom
na hwe me catch no play fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me so mo ahwe what e de me hia ne nsuosie na nsuosie so me ntoi say me bu fura metumi ato bag mu a what yeah fiera we nko de ma abunfu e koto
me fiera fi de ya bra ma abunfu bi
munyam sumponie munyam sumponie na mo ba ye trimodefo
FG agi ejwedie nkratoi atom
kwame me hia omwa o me ba panyinu kane no onimade pa na so nan se boa no obon medwene ho amenti ase
na so we dey simple gra fanuko white stone dental and eye care na yen checking anima no
oh jai samani abrewate me ba bo na me ka asmacho me faniko eye care clinic
na wonnim se enkwada bi wono mo a wode sua enkoyie nyina no efi wani akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kyira de no won hu ade ne yi so wote anima na so wote akire eba ne sa fanabra white stone dental and eye care ni enye hwehwemu mfa ne no ho bia entam so bewe ne asia no ama no
ayampa o na sekro ne yade no eba emonka ye wadwe ye o se bibia ye fine wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei na sekro masate se wono momoja broso ne esiche yade no aya na momoni yade pa
sapepepe onipa bia kra no afimu wankwa check up awani ho kra no enyem prenu white stone dental and eye clinic say fa wo no wabusua nyina ebra ne yenye hwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho ho bia no ye behwe ne asia no e de amamo ye wo abafu nfidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de ye san hwehmu no ye dwuma efo nso de wani wote enti uba ye beje o fel so white stone dental and eye care e wo East Legon ye be MTN office kese no free was 024 225 1983 and 024 045 2992 white stone dental and eye care wenni eno kania
Okay FM 101.7
Odabusa for nonso abapa wosema dumienu 12 exactly into 7 okay 101.7 FM suni once again mamin kai wo say we aye Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition na yede ebremu yi na wobone ni de kwanso so wadwani live on Facebook and our YouTube ni social media platforms ni na so na what may you where you are reaching us from, right? Now what we and some to see now what we papa na yesia de na yesia ye ba bebo ehun komo na as you know already aya yesia say here yedi nkan ko akire kakra ne akwa akohwe ensemu a na wotwe a ye wure mu no ana yedi akọ na wie ye no esisi na ya hwe na yaka enti ya be kwa nkomo so na ya hwe de be ko so enti tawaso beginning with your voices now what here ya de ba ni wie enwa ya be kom na ya hwe all right na ya hwe nsem ne se dia esitie so chere to mu a eyi hwa empenifo asanse bu ebe baako ese krodos no yentena faako anyie nim guase na bibia bebeto bia nso so yempoyem enti Ghana fo a wo mo ahwe wo mo hyebrem wo no mo hu se dabi Ghana hatena emwa wo mo enti omu betu bata na omakwa amanone no skata wo wiasa fa na yina ebi akopie this week is so why Anna obedi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ade Emra wode na mambu wako na wiye ya 2028 Chini ya manyoku wa NDC why Anna obeye Frankatuni na wachi polls bibaye na polls na baye na APL wo mu kire mu se ade ne de ejina chief of staff Yewura Julius Debra na wodi ni birthday enra wonya 60 years ejina ono ene most general Johnson ase din ketia so ano pe bibi so se wa se wo geji we nipa se de wo he telescope ana wo geji we nipa se de wo hweto mu na se wo hwe ade ni din empanifo mienu hwan eye hwan Kanogre why pa na wa wo hia enye NDC fo nko na afa ne la enye hejo fo nko na achi ne dogon efili ni muchu mudu na mom NPP CPP ene Ghanaians na afa ne la wamumu mienu why ena enye NDC fo nko na boni din na mom Ghana fo yina your guess is the same as mine right so for we done about 23 minutes into 7 Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition here on OK 101.7 FM after 7 101.7 FM. Senior, all right, so let's get into the voices for this week. Somewhere everybody. Now, young South Africa. Now, South Africa, ye somebody can't catch you. Near ACC, and near Siwo. Said South Africa for be Ade and Senhunu. All right. And my as a citizen one as a hospital. All right, so yanko here. Now what you am South Africa for the car woman citizens no. I'm so maka apartheid as I want to make stronger than apartheid. I'm say wo mafe apartheid breno. I don't know say apartheid sentence na afa wo mu hinimu say apartheid appetite na ba wo musu. Okay, let's take a lesson. Yeah. Nia ekokoko. All right. Enti yanko.
If you know yourself that you are not South African, please stand up. Please, if you know yourself that you are not South African, please stand up. Please stand up. Please don't try and stand up right now. Stand up. Sister, are you South African? Are you South African? Because we are going to check everybody. Check them. Come to the border. Please, if you are not South African, come through. Come. 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 South African, go out. You can go to Unja, block there, or put you in the hospital. Go. Hey, pass. What's in Zimbabwe? You run past and go to the border. And then, if you know yourself that you're not South African, please be able to control all these nurses and doctors. They are here for South Africans. Get out of South Africa. Please stand up. Don't try us. Everyone says, hey, what's that? You run past the border and again. I'm from a foreign again.
Areho papa so said there one more year citizens especially I don't know why are Ghanaians any Nigerians no more two money dey see as no now this particular Ghanaian ono kra den the chance na wo mo harass no yentie
we are fixing this continent. This thing of you guys moving from one country to the other, I suspect it's no longer working. We don't want this as African people anymore. We are tired of seeing African migrants moving all over the world, refusing to fix your own countries. Now we're making it very clear to you guys, we don't want you here. We want you to fix your countries. Now you came here with a traveling document. You came with a passport. You know that you are a visitor, but now you decided to come and integrate in our communities. You know very well that what you have done is wrong.
How many children do you have here?
We can come to Ghana and do what you do.
Passport.
Now you are carrying a bucket. It's 11 a.m. You're supposed to be fighting the government of Ghana there to ensure that they're getting things right.
No, there's no fight in Ghana. You must fight what they do. Passport. What's your passport? Let me see your passport. Let me see. Okay, tell me, who's the police officer that you are bribing to certify these things for you? Baba, let me tell you, I'm not police. These things, let me tell you, you know by law you're not supposed to certify as an immigrant. You're not allowed to certify your passport. No. Okay, why do you certify your passport in a foreign land? Okay. Let's just start there. Why do you certify your passport in a foreign land? You see, it was really the foreign guys that on Facebook. It was really these days. And when you go out with the passport, sometimes it gets spoiled. That is why I satisfy it so that it won't spoil.
Baba, Ghana don't do that. Ghana don't do that.
Alright, sharp. Let me show you.
This African country that is.
Let me show you that when you are abusing our systems, ne?
For South Africa, they are see the way they are harassing immigrants. Titrune Ghana for Nigerians. Now, as a bana watch you know. Reactions pinwa and aba. Minim dia also so waka fan. Your views are welcome. Your thoughts are welcome. Send it to our social media platforms and we shall do the reading for the world over to know. Yente Ghana phobia. These are
the issues that you are telling me that diplomatically. By now the High Commission of South Africa and Ghana must be answering to us. Why South Africans living in Ghana must live in this country?
But should it be an eye for an eye?
It has to be, because this is not the first time. See, sometimes the lady that spoke, they don't know their history. If they know the contribution of Ghana to South Africa, she wouldn't speak the way she spoke. As far back as 1960s, Kwame Nkrumah gave our money to the arm wing of ANC That money could have been used to develop Ghana. Mandela was the one that was coming to this country to collect that money. No, beyond that, there were a lot of comrades from South Africa that were using Ghanaian passports. Because at that time, we were using South African passports. It was very difficult to be traveling around to fight apartheid. We granted them passports to be traveling around the world in our name so that they can go and do business. What are you talking about? Look at the guy in the midst of 15 South Africans being humiliated. We do this, and the High Commissioner, having heard from him, he said, we have called the foreign minister there. She must be explaining to us why the more than 5,000 South Africans here must live comfortably. Look, this economical Ghana is held by South African businesses. They make so much money from this country.
South Africa, Abia, some sort of an annual ritual, yeah. And the we are saying, and you know, who's our name on it, Mrs. Abia, crisis. So, you're about to do this stage, modernity, I bring you along a lot of stuff. And among for Betty, I saw a Gina, in the Pakubia, and for that particular reason, you know, Timofono, Adam Rasha, they are chasing people like it's really embarrassing, and I think that the South African government, I don't know why over the years they've sat aloof for some of this nonsense to happen. 2 years ago, last year. Now I think that there were few skirmishes. Yes, Obiang can say illegal immigrant and could be my over America. Donald Trump taking all measures that will ensure that people don't come in. But Obiang why I miss one thing so you're born on the second to try to be as a foreigner. I remember we said we sat at as a barbaric act. Yeah, we don't expect a civilized nation like South Africa to be executing such nonsense on screens and see some of these things on TV. Yeah, really embarrassing.
All right, so on television and radio stations, said the political pundits, Bichra or Marginal, and Utumuse, Abia July, especially a BBC said, so South Africa for now, or more years and say, have they considered, have they thought of, say, almost citizens, Nigeria, a Biwa Ghana, and for that matter, other African nations are Wamo Edi Wamadisi no. I say empty and crave South Africa. Any other businesses be empty. Say yes, so see a castle on the son qua. Ne papa muno. Oh, then I wonder why I say I don't know Wamo and Manaze. Womu Nyansan Fanko Emrofuna, Wamudu Konkwa Sumude apartheid ne ba enwa. Ema the whole of Africa ina congregate ye ekoboa wo mo no. Emrofuna da me South Africa nyamia ya dom makwa South Africa da. Enobi a wakwa South Africa da bia no ubisa Alberton ana Randhart ni na wo Johannesburg. All right, Alberton Randhart. Then Santin ona Monte Casino wono enu say artificial clouds enti awuko uremu a ade ensa na anyway wo de meba ho mu akwadwofo wana ababaji modwuma asa mu yi adwuma na obi ababaji omu obi ankwaje obi adwuma mana de o drive a ka yeni mu ase no wo bedru on na kwabranio watro I need food e dey good plywood so oh white na eche kwan mu no white paint na eche kwan mu no na ode plywood na watro I need food no ode esi ho na obutu ekire won da me che no wo mo mpa adwuma wo onyenya ne soft drink 1 liter se na botu mewo South Africa bi akọ order bi abeka se wo de nam boefo enam de ade ane boefo ho pa ye enam to onyenya ne nam na onya ne soft drink awoboa enu ano no ade asa ansa no ohunyansa se Jesus anso kope bio aduane bi on fa ne paps obi a wakọ South Africa da bia no obehu. Oh, Robert Ankra said this is not harassment. But we too, as we go to other countries and break their laws, instead of we try to fix our country. But for no one said that now, I wish you come again. And tell me by you know, South Africa man penny Cyril Ramaphosa. Eba bonte ebe ma warning say even so be a illegal migrant to crown oh. Anya wo citizen no wasade eto obepam no state agencies wo wa state security agencies wo wa eye wo masade no no Cyril Ramaphosa.
We will not tolerate violence and acts of lawlessness directed at foreign nationals. No foreign national should be unlawfully barred from accessing public facilities, including health facilities and schools.
All right, so Cyril Ramaphosa, His Excellency, the President of South Africa, and I attend in Kano. Then, some way, a Sibrebi, a checkakra. Na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Mambua Breso, ABC Pen, and Oko social media. Kofa mampedi asema waka ye no edi aba which asema waka ye no kwanso ano no because that time there were ye no the same thing as the past questions the same thing a wom enti ebre bi atwamu a wo ye sanse hunu ni akokoro ne mrentwa eni akakabensem no this is what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama then said.
That is an issue that we are all worried about because of the specific circumstances of South Africa, and it's most regrettable and most unfortunate. I think that the young people of South Africa do not know what happened before they gained their freedom. The whole of this continent stood behind South Africa to fight against apartheid. I remember all of us growing up as secondary school children, went on marches. We were part of the African Youth Command. We demonstrated, we boycotted classes and all that, all in the fight against apartheid. Indeed, for several of the countries where their citizens have been brutalized in South Africa, these are countries that were called frontline states that harbored the freedom fighters, of South Africa and gave them safe haven, gave them passports, to be able to avoid the clutches of the apartheid regime. And even Nigeria, even though not a neighbor of South Africa, was considered a frontline state because of the economic contribution that Nigeria did to the ANC to be able to liberate South Africa from apartheid. And so it is regrettable that the same people who fought against apartheid are being attacked in this way. The pictures we've seen are very horrible. The unfortunate thing is this is not the first time. It keeps flaring up.
All right, so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, once upon a time, whilst in office, as he is now, South Africa for no essay, they are no more national. They are can't any. Na me wo interview te obi ye ansana yako ye yisopa na ne ohwe daily guide by ne page 7 ahon ensema wo ho nyanyanyanyanyanyanyanyanyanya ewudie nko a na aye homa na Apostle Eric Nyamiche and the chairman the Church of Pentecost. Message bia ana na o ya ade ne dia na me sure say mpanifo na akwhia na working kind either resolution na say a pobia mpanifo abode a kire Church of Pentecost for titro mo urban areas no rural areas no efa esubo ho titru na okay ono akanasem
The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance. In response to the several environmental and safety concerns in Galamsey and Demi communities, the church is actively intensifying its advocacy with government stakeholders to combat illegal mining. Currently, to protect our members from health and security hazards associated with heavily polluted water bodies, all districts are strongly encouraged to construct dedicated baptistries at their central seats. This proactive measure is intended to curb the health dangers associated with conducting baptism in polluted water bodies.
Also, we can say, "Hi, I'm in Sokra, Edward Sukra, Yabi, and Intina, Yatuto Roba, Dinsu Guma, said the bear on Fanny Panento, being so agalam say, I say, no Munawa Kunyare. Into Yagusu, I see a campasum, the any are buying boom, Naomi, and yet me yet.
All right, so the Church of Pentecost, National Chairman, Apostle Namicha Yatin, no. Na sase mo kan ye antini pebide titru ene the chief executive officer of Free Zones Board, Dr. Mary Ewusi na okanadwen
na make so yenya minipa
yes
the better no then next time
okay
ma from to that level
in the warning
the catcher
okay, so
yes
from prisons authorities
from me Dr. Mary we say the catcher
warning
yes
say
next time we will descend to that level
more fire
so descending back from
more fire
but you know politician we will deal with him as a politician
asama like say abusia
yeah they need the man me they need the man this time say what ye nyamini
say anwa wono so
what you say enya anwa asem anwa wono so sa anko me kan de kan ye ye mpesa me kire ne say ye they need the man no say what ye Pentecost for chairman
okay
Sakasa na wo kasa ye no a highly political statement.
Who's that?
Yes.
How?
Na nado etiase no ati akonya so no. Na ukọ enkura mining communities na. Na ensuo net se mpampa. Utumi de wonsasa na gu nsem. No Ghana ha na oni Ghana.
Oh no Ghana.
Na Ghana ha na oni Ghana.
No Ghana.
Ohunya na wa hu.
Ohuye.
And Nigeria buy your measures are what put in place. And so no affair etimi running.
Stability level that
flow.
No fire.
It won't mean to one can't say who difference. A beer war in so nimu. And so any yate in flow say another time then so no in flow. It is a way you suffer. Now say as somewhere that way you no cry. What's the way you was suffer tadia to home. After political dress as a political lens a kasa. Next time you be treated as a politician. This time you're the best pen. Yes, no. Osha suni ni sofu juma. Sa na nado tena so na ensuo ntimi enflow. Na ensuo ntimi rane. Na wuntumi ehye forest no mu ense Ghana no. Sa wose wo ehun na ensuo na nyi tie no. E no ba be kasa statement. Na nado tena so. You're the better no for this time. Yes, no. Only ni sofu sem. Onja politics na ye. Ayenye politics. Unless it's okay so join politics. O ma ye hunu. If he wants to join politics, he should let us know. Next time, then we deal with him as a politician. But today, you be man say or you suffer.
All right. Nanka and commodity bi hopa, but a brilliant. This and many more. And I watch here, ya deba ni we ye and nay. A CC ye ewo o my Ghana mua. Or the various dailies are. Nanyana wum. And a political discourse award we course so radio TV so na ensemble brenu aka ho live on OK 101.7 FM Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition. We are also live on our social media platforms na so joining oboni ni de kwan so hit the love button and share to all the contact on your Facebook and your social media platforms ni na so. All right, so enche na ye be bon komo ensemo a na watchu ye take center stage ewo amanyofo enkomobom but a quick one just before that Francis Kofi Chematen Kofigo, me sure say a deal with a household name, especially ardent listeners of sports. Ewo Peace FM dear. Kofigo, edi yanyenchine na irankwan. Kofigo ababeke ze na no pay. Na obaya not sports really. But certainly what be there, one or two, we will touch on one or two, but then the adneba anope yabon komo after that. Na ya di ankomo chena asha say said the sene fata so wadwentre na wo dia mane for sports. Jama baje
Captain Mejoso.
Boko de.
Obo de adaruma, me bia boko.
Baby a ufin so e.
Hoboko Captain. Hoboko menim na isi ade. Asofo kasa na adane asem. But you be mfidi boko.
De shasa tie dia. Anko for be ma example so. Archbishop Nicola Duncan Williams. Abronya man asunko edidie da. Me papa. Apostle Dr. Azeko Wusi Bempa. The abronya de aye ne pa wa abronya ne boni bia. E mo ne to preje yina. E wo man FM so pomfa kan mezi so. E woni de outro.
Said untina Captain. You have any sound common. Somebody has said,
I want me for unruh. Madame, I want me for unruh. I want the Benwa.
Aha,
Ben
incoming.
I know I want to cry a baby film. Now, wait a minute. Queros as a one, Waba. I'm the Black Stars coach.
Yeah.
Waba. Enro nyumre me hu bibi na me hu se papa no mo ayen mana ze me kana crow me nan kam wo hope talking about an experience our war this Alex Ferguson na ye adwuma pen not triple down to United adwuma you see any other countries are even Portugal crow do mako work up near the ade no now we wanted to give him the benefit or the doubt of and for question the competence in the capacity and capability and ability to take us to the World Cup. You could do baby pano. So they are meted in the crapa dia. Don't quick your can say Abu near Diabu Diampa. How can you tell me, say back so down I'm kind of backroom staff?
Backroom staff, sir.
Your pencil,
Nadana.
Man in the vision.
Sir, oh, sir, Chelsea
Vision FC, Vision FC, Bravo Vision.
Sir, what's a coach in yet? I'm an as a coach in your Pamon and the backroom staffs in there.
Fantastic.
Say, Elfin, this are backroom staffs to the buy the main Indians and Comotraho. What I say? Because, Kwame, I didn't say, coach, the 5 you bow. Utwado Wahon. Na Utwado come on 21. And on a shafa.
On masu players
on a shafa. Technical director I know to Aduko. Tebeka 19. Coach is 25 become. Now 24. If he plays by 26. Now coach is now 24. And Adebakwa once or my near Bonica. Oh, na Bibiania Amanyo phone which room. Kwame. I didn't say politician be whether Edmis and MPP Nanka a BBC and Common Yaso. Now so FNO at the Kwabiswa Ghana phone to Menka. Say, O my Ghana coach be or baby amane Trambia is what run. As we see Trambia Nisa in the went to Tama coaches.
And it's an ordinary room for you none better.
One was say, I buy a man penny a dynama, a Becusiapia, you dynama, GFA say, a honor, blaster coaches in Quatra. Mimi I will and coach Libya. A body said players I will coach over the SO now so a body said winning radio shot. A body said winning tournament today tournament winning there was from now so obviously we 100,000 100,000 a month 4 months or 400,000 and asa the back room say na obey we tell me the back room staff sin na abeji o
4 months na obedu ani na obeda hotel
oda hotel no man na tua hoka ne oje 100,000 na the back room staff so age aso age wini bonus kwa me nya de kasem keto ne ka de sa no o me yeso say na ka ye lob coach ni kro place away so the guy do semi Ghana ye standard dey do I say cost semi finance because we do quarter finance that what I say you do quarter finance and say ye be we ya ye be do be coach be I say dey opa quarter finance we do semi finance you know standard dey asset dey o some materials so dey ni GBA say coach be tie do semi finance no nti kwa me dey say the means that last week because say coach ni dey abro na wu dey abro dey you tu ye na sheda eye ni etu aheda say da foforo be yi because with way na obi akoye eco coach na nsem for kro nya questions bi na musomo fo nkwa na gu o ye say akoye press conference na say kese akoye sabomu so as agro ni dada na
that's it say abo bi ni so won say ye hwe aje yo o kan kwanu nuru baby
na why the bet you
eninti na your friend say free zones ma me on say omo NDC ba fresh no
anya ma me na ka say yo enye chobo na divini election
yes so ko chabo on some for say we are not doing much on Galamsey Emma on Ade Akye Abia me responde say manen kasa na yembre ye ho na yenka meanwhile na politicians and the name of for me kan che say dia ma dia ya tawiya politicians and na say chire Kofi
kwame
ana obaya ayetiawa osuna manyoku na wuwom right
yes MPP
ni
mapa
empenifo dia ba say internal elections no mo be hyase yenye na ntia say oka queen of opese wugina pre communications officer ewo ho
the correct
say ya position be na ewo oka queen of
yeah kwa ma mechia me nkonfo me manfo mutie mi oka queen of every your 6 polling station mechia from the first to the last electoral area your 6 electoral area any current executive
oka queen of na new man wono
David Akwa ni my friend say Okankwe South.
Oh, okay.
Ona na Fuseni Isa wono.
Oh, okay.
The last election Dokua and be konabu Dokua na ma Dokua na contest here. He said NDC for no occupy Teresa Ladia wini.
Yeah.
Ona na nka we so occupy MC Edi Kojo Hansen. It's abutia we constituency for ni na kwa we the crap. O say MPP no kan na nka yento eye kasamafo esoaba na ye power mo e wo fi constituency kopem national ye ko about to ni party ni hun say etu bi a aya na kasamafo no ye especially constituency die no ye koto aba na se ni koto aba na aya na to aba manipa 10 nti bi a o ye campaign manipa wo twea na ye ko yamuto aba ni wi a na otwe mi 14 days ni akopa eye communicators no into party no se bia nipa no nyane so tibia ya adwuma no nanso ezan so wa campaign ama manfo bi ntino edu na de adwuma na hye the party no so wa fi na ekwe de let's account for the communication from police station to the top no communication beto so aba na kwa me de wo munye ena me no ka say party no the delegate and say police station executive election be baso May 10th to 16th me no ka say into the forms no ba bonten me constituency won say na me adoma into the party expect say by May 10th no to 16th we police station police station na e say electoral area na system kan na nka nipa baako e na hwe electoral area na ntebia boko electoral area bi na nipa mi na zone 1 and zone 2 by see ada enum the 5 executive for every electoral area into the me adoma no beba so June 10th depending area wo June 10th honum na omaye omode na si ho a na ba constituency dan kasa so constituency be July 11 and 12 into honum na akansi no kwame the woman here say to see an party no opposition ye pese enya omo a omo vibrant conform kasama party no omo vibrant to social media omo vibrant into the media space kwame so say if you there ade if you are so how can say edin e body configure a household name but the entire you see no obeka say why are you shifting from sports out here edical politics kwame me
sports my next question can be sir
me sports here and politics is a broad for politics now who person quantify politics broad sports will be idea can be a political way in your politics room the word politics is a broad way idea me hear that as a reporter me why was my normal FM that
sir
why is normal FM that me from 2011 as a guest was sports in 2012 to 2023 let me hear reporter normal FM as a producer I started as a reporter. Maybe a reporter more man FM. Until me a political reporter and my sports reporter and my producer. And you know, I did that. But now my constituency, maybe I'm a ton constituency. No, I will come who do be braso. I will radio so me tell me sports cramica or man FM. Me say me. He said no, so okay. The last time you call election, no, we complete communication of a director, but I'm farmer me. Into the buy say last year when you buy is okay. You better swabano. And I mean, minimum trust you didn't console. And maybe I some quite a prayer now. Why, yeah, you have to go for it. So, my trust, I'm in pretty for doing command. I'm here, okay, Beko. Now, but I enter because as a opposition. Come here, yet if you're in a year, you are in a year, you are opposition, was some candidate. So, you beer or can't. What's our media links? Media, because we quite assembly election to 2019. If you are. Me assembly said the national election one year campaign ma me wo fia because of ye na ye dey so advantage we mu no kwame ene me no ka say na ma betra hi say wa ma me akonya se me be ka say say de me obi ati wo fia say de fia yete say de me new central nti say me ba na say all my opportunity it's easier for me to sell the constituency me say opposition here ene me mo odin if the amfa one nyima nchire party na say benya media platform bi edin because as a constituency kwame na never so beton say national sign you say koye kasama from party na e dey kwan na wetu dey kasama from party ni man for party ni babunu party ni experience o my adwuma na che kwame communication come in the three folds the message and when and where and the message no so if you want somebody who can communicate to your party na and say obia you say be space na kwakodu kwame the media social media space no take a center of our new communication abano. So somebody who does it, me say me Gen Z, but my brand me telephone view, me telephone view, me but at least you brand it, you better new media and social media. The party need people who are already in the media space. Yeah, man, this if you tell them to talk to you so. The party for the between what you call say no nonsense media communication amu but see how here when you be on tea say they say you are bracing a take part because the NDC 40 years after kada no money at your my room you nya depend bia among media space some what information na because when as am central na me go here me tie kwa say upon say me here we all my own media house as well I'm on my media say bibi chire ma adwen so na say me try IT me try I'm not writing as a political communication. If I'm writing as a journalist to take the information, then I can debate with NDC.
Very well. That particular position, you know, you won't want to pray now.
MPP on the post. MPP on the post. MPP party on the post. I this scenario.
Nipa said they no pray.
Become a
all right.
But the question woman here say a probably a platform to sell the constituency will be in you. But obi say be turn party no kwan say be turn party no media space even in social media kwa numbers no kwen yo na so say abanyo say me dey until say the last ballot is counted you can't be complacency
sure
so that mentality no make election ko ni obi dem woni nyankopon ene adwuma amaya ma me manfo de be de bia me catch me nkonfo ne say kwa me ko na ko campaign amamia kan me metimi aye any de meyama constituency de mayama constituency say me ba me na de ba ko me say kwa me ade e to de be e hia a high price internal election who say general election ko general election me say papa yo NDC ni nya de obeto ama me ka ba ko we no antia but internal one no o ho ni pass o to ama so be di body and e say jo ka fi delegate no and the akusa say hu say mesra me manfo ai wan people kwa me answer me say emre ne ko mesra me manfo say Yes, a train can just be from Fankudi. Party the baby at Jubrambra. Internal election say raise another issue Sasaba. Yeah, across the 276 constituencies. Ye kwa yen can based on the meeting. Any the bed abwa party. Na wa we current executive can ye enter yen twa na abwa party the ria ya the party ya chichiri party enko se wunya eza so bia wo le chitafo obia wo le chitafo ene mesre ye nyan no a eda no sabi akuku kan o se ye nyodo mko de bezo mo san mre fi yesro mo de bibia obi am ye hwese mpinifo ne amanfo na nya wo mo a party no mo nya bibia di wo mo ene mo se party no ehonya akono ne nya sankofo no bio. Omo amubuafu a yabose nyama bia nkoyi amamo amubuafu no but enya ba akobia na no omedi mfie wotwe mfie nsia wo party me no mo so makote omo ho a omo so bani panya no bi ne kan ye kam a omo fu se party no ko election as bi ne ti omo na ye so me sa be fie nti kwa me me ma no sin da me ka cha me man for kanko no of say o kanko no fu ya ba ne beba so nyame adom ye wo ye be police station election no awia nche ba be electric se o kanko no ebe fa ne ntuma pa fra aton media space because in opposition you need to sell your message is so central for nedeko na the central need ba be pre communication officer or kanku do me ni say some exam nko fo bi foforo the message man for kanku no say ne wo munye ye ba be ton kanku no for de bia whether social media or face or on the traditional media now kanku no for fun to my perfra ye wo mu bia pa de bia to for me say the solid or kanku no for ye be ye na ya hweso kanku no ba fun to my perfra the message me current executive say ye ina ye fa komapa entity constituency mi nyero mo ina kwa me o ye de obenya municipal kakra mesro mo say abato ye koi e ya abato enye se ekobo ehutu ye nko ne nko kan ye betimi aye so far campaign ti say so far campaign ye koso kwa me campaign ni de ye wie eye police station elections na ena campaign mete ena obenya nipa ni na wo abo ni nipa to aba wo 1267 into the year when we are a omo delegate the delegate the year 1210 into the year we are ansana when a proper I know abo na de be call election see there old executive we be film because first na police station be 255 somebody 22 abe county afoforo ba be shim dunyani na we are and no na party no for say yes now road ni koda kwa be na for say na nko roman kan we say nko for bre hey anyway kwame what you me say about yourself ko obi ti adana room obi ti gas in free obi am in fridge all right Kofi and then just a tip of the iceberg no correct in the coming weeks you know you be na why ye dey ya ma platform no reach out to electorate na wo okanko enough NPP mo no na o match we ni munyam Mate Kwame. Said they all can so a competitive advantage over 3 na can. Oh, for sure, I know correct. Access to radio, TV, ni na me advantage on. All right. Kwame me da say, na me say papa. I was appointed say oh can enough constituency. Na o ye MPP ni a aba mo ba betu internal elections na e ba so no. Francis Kofi Chamaten Kofigo ejina se constituency communications officer ye rutuma no Kofi de ya nipa all right busa for na wo twa ba pa ho sema 4 minutes into 8 weekend special edition of Ade Akye Abia ni na ya shase no nso unti ye bobo voices ni ade a afena yede nkomotwetwe no ebe hyehyɛ sunti let us converge on social media platforms ni na so enim framam on OK 101.7 na yenkoso Jonas Munkala say special regards to Commander Vera Oye Bram Labi MPP's next national youth organizer papa the NDC must tell us why we are here today. I don't know where you are. Just in 1.5 years in office, 24-hour economy lost completely, while Gusitano is taking salary
Labor unions embarking on strikes and demonstration of unpaid salaries. Doom so back, no money in the system. One sachet water now sold for 1 cedi. Petrol cost on the high. One job, 3 shifts, now a nightmare to them. Etc. Wow, wapa makambia. Martin said there is something wrong with Ghanaians. Ketokriku has destroyed Ghana football and still people hailing him. Martin Kanakabu. Esoko Winter say greetings to the next MPP National Chairman Boache Jako from Esoko Winter. Nana Kwame. I say good morning, Field Marshal, Pastor Amo. Nana, good morning to you too. Facebook messages kakram kenkan yeno. I was in the studio this morning from the NPP, the largest opposition party in Ghana. Eya Benjamin Asari, a member of the communication team, NPP. Then say Yakotama East, NDC Musoswa. Yenu Abema Henry Oko, Deputy Communications Officer, Tema East of the NDC. And but inform me no ene wamabeka yensa ye no omobo na wotwe nsem esi omayimu ye bo no po ye sigina ye na ye peni nuagubre even before we enter another new week tomorrow 7:08 be ma je
mejo so kame
na wadaro ma wa je so microphone kakra ma me
amra fam ana so
mana de Buana mama. All right, so correct.
Okay. Hey, okay. Kwame me hoye pa na so.
Oh, adumara kwa. Adum.
Na me asese ohoye na ye nso ye hoye. Honhom from mu de. Oba de Akye divine selection akaye. Ti yetiasi na emoje di emu afurusane na ketre madabodwe mu de entimi nsan odefo no ho mfaseda ma obia ti yede aseda be manyankopon se wakurukura ye no ama na wotwi ede ye kwawieye na yenti atenka boni bia nti no medase nso se mabeto mu nyina nso asundwem bibia ye kama.
All right, you better benase Henry Maje.
Yeah, ananya sanega no.
No.
Yeah.
Sir, me nyadi correct.
Henry Oko Oninku, unyan correct papa.
Oko Oninku.
Pachoane.
Henry.
Oko Oninku Henry.
I used to work out there.
Aboko say intafwa wo no.
E tire di ni asem no.
Boss me nim say hanso ye boko kama.
Oboko.
And then they declare Mira OKFM studio. I say I had him abahada. By any day declare me so a man for betting me voice at OKFM. So me and Cranny Mapa by me could squash him cooking to me. Inti as I say, it's as a mafa communication to me so no. Say intermite for no young crown phone quan or I down for her, I before her, I can force her. Inti me see my dream piece. Say mission I can cast and send a bear, send a deploy me call other radio stations. I call English any language stations no except officially me start account stations intene me wa here me di chia kese ma obi via ot e no mo hwe won ti Facebook live nyina e bia me nkonya me kasa no account se ne ya menu ya kire man ti e kan baako no but ne mebom hu modin sai ne e be kan biare ne se me nka emfa matemize ne Ghana for nyina no so no me di mafemu e be ye no sai ne pepepe me di asira kese ma obo ade no Ezan se wahwe so afia kwa asa beto ye ene me no ka se obi di ni birthday ene ko general hospital so a ye di tuma ye kata obi so man yakọ nti ni kwa ni se yaba se besia ana ye be kan ye man fa o man Ghana ho.
All right, yabeda Henry Oko Oninku so as Deputy Communications Officer NDC Tema East. All right, my mention free Ben so Attorney General versus Office of the Special Prosecutor. Nanka we obi asemo na wocho bi say me say eya asem ben. akwa se funtum frefu denche frefu aboyi ye baako ne timienu enso odidi a na ɔko ho ne tinimienu ina de bedi bia no ekogu yefunu baako mu nanzo so kamya ye se milimu twienti ɛna funtum frefu denche frefu odidi a na ɔko ho ben me sha se wo so ma mimisa dan e bedru hai krofo se mfa so bo mo brese na mo de bae
kwa me das me fa kwanya so na me nchia me nua me ne na hia wa I think that this is the first time me ne no edin shemu nchia atifo ne ahwefo a agebre na omutie no mo hwe e ya no pe ofa kwa me before then no me nchia me MP Honorable Gloria Owusu ya santo a baby obia me chia na no pay am say
obetu Moses enum ya
o ntu ne ya ba otu na kono so was party ni nyina ya baako nti ni boy ekutirim ti otu na kono so pa kama
na Moses ne onye ready so obeko
ba say onye ready so obeko a na wamanfo no se kono obi mra na ometo wa dwuma a wo yeso nti no Honorable Gloria Owusu am the 22nd I try mu na na ye ne birthday.
Oh, okay.
Of akwanya no so eko Mount 7 police station. Eko kate sodo a oba besi female cells e wo ho. E dey Mount 7 for because e ho no say oba bi eye bone a just ye de ne ba tesano. Nti of asa akwanya no so ko ho ekodi dwuma so nko de Mount 7 police station. Ofi ho no osa ko eye Ganof Municipal Hospital. Eye ne birthday no activities ba konzo ne say akwara bia ye wo no 22nd bia no okọ honom kosra akwala no kofa ne ho bills nyina amen o ka say dey na ye kọ honom kwala ne awo mu dey no e over 12 sa nkwala ne nyina ofo mo ho ka etua omo hospital bills ne ade nyina ade ma omo as part of the birthday celebration no okoko yes adoye no hospital ho de ma 22nd born for ni nyina o share mata no nso nkran mata na ni je pass o mo MP aba o mo na so no aba bitua o mo bills nyina de am o mo nti no Honorable Gloria Owusu adwuma pa wo ye otrobo no kosoa na ye na fabo atrobo man na etosu miem nso ye mia me constituency first vice ye frɛ no Kwame Akotobanfo Danchi on ye currently on ye constituency first vice mse papa no nso boa trobo man yi pa me no ka say ye polling stations nomination forms are aba ene na ye start with trobo na ya ton forms no ye first vice na afato no so ato forms ni nyina e dey ama polling station executive wa wo pepa no say o pese wo ye polling station executive bia na wo kwa form no e free o ko ya na o particulars ay say wo hia de fill forms no na wakọ no akọ fill ni nyina ne say yewura Kwame Danchi ato forms no de ama trobo omo pepa ne so mbe ye polling station executive nti ofa Kwame nyankopon wonhira na onka ho na kosoa na boa ye youth ene MPP a e wotrobo ye hodu a very high esteem pass wo ye dwumaso ne twatro ye me am boss ye Honorable Simon Sechin former municipal chief executive for Ganof municipality Honorable baby a wo bia no ye chiao nyankopon onka ho na won so opepa ene wodo a wo yi na dide kire trobo constituency no nyankopon hira wo ye pa fa Kwame OSP any matters are rising. I think say asem we nhye danya asem bia eni kwa say yentimi nka ho asem eno nso be kwa akoye kuka wo mamu hanom a ye shifty blames e de ama amanyosem so wo hwe opepa na nado danko akufu ado efa so e de special prosecutor ne ba ya ni nyina ne say amanyofo e de omo nsa ebobobobo man ni sika because of omo positions omunya de babem nti yemfa saa special prosecutor no emra na ome fast check ye amanyofo se ne be ya ye be reduce corruption and as corruption kra no e be ye thing of the past e wo mamu ha no man na timi afa ne ntima pafra. That was the essence and anado danko ekufu ado tenase e de special prosecutor no e bae. In fact o hwe time one ye de special prosecutor no ba Ghana nyina including NPP, NDC, amanyufo nyina no omo nyamanyosem nyina no edensembo kese ma na nado se watime den hihye ye bisa aba eba abeko atia eye kata hihye ene proye wo mamu ha na ya pass law so wo hwe mpanimfo bi a raise concern for even then article 88 ho asem epie prosecutorial powers say OSP no enya edidi ne dwuma ne nteya enya ne first ne say ye pone attorney general ne powers ne kakra de ama OSP na odi aye dwuma ni nyina ne say mpanimfo bi atena sia hwemre no hu say saa act na 88 no attorney general ne powers ne kura no according to the constitution onu obi enche nti say wo pese wonu obi che ana so wo pese okomu a niema mienu na ese we should amend the constitution or we should go for a referendum ye bette ne powers ni bi wo honom na de ama OSP eno ama so ya anye kwame emra no se ye di mra so na se ubu wani gu so eno nkire se eniko ase ye correct mra no ese se at all costs ye hwese ye de pepepe ye be ye adwuma nti se OSP no de obi akokot ena nipa na treke se wa trigger sa portion ne se oni ho kwan se wo prosecute no na so de akọ high court na high court nso atena se adi asem no lawyers other lawyers ye dey street lawyers omo di mra na we mra na nkasa nso kire se esese ye kwa appeal because even high court nso kura ni jurisdiction ne se auditor me sa mata no nti ye mfa nko supreme court ni nyina ye opepa ye pese asweye no enya ni independence no de ye na dwuma so I'm for it but my problem ne say eye ade a ebeko ati akata asehye no ese so mampani ne na pamfo nso make sure say ekwan bi o mo befa so bia na OSP no ebetimi enya ni independence no de aye dwuma se ne ebe ya ebebo asweye na me akon ati akata asehye na kwa me kra de to be honest asem we mba no we my personal position we your party position I speak for the party, but this one I'm going for personal. I don't see anything gymnastics and head tasker here. Say OSP no. Obi di bone na so hwehwe na semu. Let's so prosecute na. Attorney general na say bra na me ma wakwanya no. Na fa prosecute di pa no. Me wu problem wo. Kona kwaje powers no. Fa document a kire say nipa na di bone. What theater o man no fa hodie so awia o man no why investigation because mra no show so betimi ay investigations we investigations ni wia kona ko prosecute ni pa na ho no na barrier kakra ho barrier ne kire se bra me ho na fa document ne bra na me ma go ahead no na kona ko di dwuma no na prosecute ni pa no kwa me se we nye problem ni hu ade a we ye problem ho se yampa se ye ko protect o man ne dia ko na koko jina baby esese wujina na nya tumi no fa koyo prosecution na opesa wo ye kenya problem enti eye me wanwa say ya twe saade we no nyina but it's good to say ye ko supreme court ni akonya final determination of this matter na ye de kra kwotwere baby ye twere na se ye hu say esese supreme court nso ka say no baby a emra ne kire no special prosecutor na enya akwanya no no mfa prosecute omo a ise so prosecute omo a fair enough ni yakoya nim so supreme court to say no yes article 88 no so for attorney general ono na na said say prosecutorial powers ye wo mamu ha according to the constitution ona so odi hudwuma na say so odi hudwuma oni dwuma na ba bi say OSP no okọ ekoduru na wonya because say ekoba ne sa na ba bi a lot of people also argue ne say koba ne sa ne dia then attorney general na ono wa ba mu no ne office ni nya independent no obetimi atietia OSP ni fa ahodie so se bia abaye otisu sesi ankrofo bi ye boni bi na OSP no kohwehwem na se ye prosecute omo a ebi attorney general no be use ne powers and no office masa prosecution no amfa amaso. That is what a lot of people are also saying say and now omo show concern no kire say attorney general no person or stamping authority na kire say bia this current government and you may be cause name ko ye na say bia owuremu a ontimi prosecute unless say attorney general no na be man kwa say bibia say anyone na sa adwemu fine and ye dey adwuma yemo na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo abaso so wode saa enhyehyeye ne baaye na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo de enhyehyeye ne baaye no omo ese so omo tu ho anama no ye mrahye bedwamfo na hyemra edimra ema ye di so nti omo akwakɔhye omo mra no na se within be 7-6 years ye hu se problems bi wo ho na se ye put in a good shape se ne be ya ye mra na ye de ye adwuma ne ye ntieti agana fo fa ho die so a atense ne kwan so ano ye nhwe ne Supreme Court to be kafa ho but I don't like the way I say ye blame shift ye kwa ha ye say MPP na ye NDC so ye MPP do opepa na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo enya ya odidi say adwuma na esese ye bo na baso because ye di ka bo na baso say o show leadership na ne o ka so obe ya bra o bo ntoa no ode bae tokuro bi demu a yenhwe ne yenye ne ye even 1992 constitution na ye de ye adwuma no kra no amanyofo ne lawyers ne wo mo ka bi wo mo am ye hu say aya cake ene ma bi wo no ma esese ye sesem ne yetimi amend the constitution ne ye ne ye koye nim so we get exception say OSP act no problem bi wo ho na esese ye di hu dwuma ne boa wo man na ye nkoso ne ni hu dwuma se ne be ya o man no ebenya ho mfaso because opepa no enu say ye pese ye si corruption ano kwa ana say ye minimize corruption se ne be ya sika bebira enwuru famayo amanyosemfo ensem no ye betimi abo ho ba ne etimi de aye nwuma pa e de aboa wo man so I'm for it ye hwe ne Supreme Court e be fa kan ho e be boa ma ye act ne yetimi agina ne na so ye na etimi aboa wo man.
All right, so Cletus Bandoma adjoining our Facebook. Cletus Bandoma, so you are doing a good job. Thank you very much, my brother. Eradime Dase reaching us this morning all the way from Switzerland. Eradime Dase Nyamin Enshirao, Papa Nyamin Enshirao kan wadi ina mu. So so greetings to the next NPP national chairman say Mama Kanwe. All right, so you can also drop in your views or comment. Henry, to bend there or say on new problem crank and we quite the nank and you can say yes. Clearance for want of a proper word. Now by your prosecution, I will say you time. I don't know also your views.
I don't know so meda say Michia OKFM ashofo nyina so NT4. And of my mention me President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na mention me Honorable Member of Parliament for Tema East constituency. From 92 na MPP for seat in your Mudia or Tema East. Yenya Honorable Samuel Evans Ashonra, Honorable Titus Glover, Honorable Ishmalachite of Blessed Memory. Omajis are 2020. Near Kaya Jumbo Muse, Sebiu. Tema East into me MPP before there. Into the branch Abia. Like I say, ye kase or born home modern 2012 no ye mayor of Tema. Into 2019, send a boy Jumano, ye man akunya ni sombe parliamentary candidate. And then me look say or one 2 term or Tema East constituency or no member of parliament for Tema East Honorable Isaac Ashai Odamte. And pay Medana Safi and pay so Michami constituency executives, especially to the constituency chairman, Honorable Robert Kempis Papadio Fosuari, and will be Biara or Shay and pay. Me say many communicators is share our radio so any TV so the moment a special prosecutor same we buy nana anopeona wa prove to me say ono ene or kasa as a Ghanaian not as a political party communicator. Ben esan say enra o kasa nyina no me ma san ko kasa ya min kan hwe esan say nia me pese min kan ne pese min tie free Ghana ni no na o ka no and now share radio ni so na say tie other political communicators and John Mahama is against corruption and John Mahama is a corrupt leader so because of that no he is touching the office of the special prosecutor nana kasa na Ben kasa minyanka MPP for communicators nyina ebetie ni Ben ka no obi anka hwe and then me look as a deputy attorney general kwa ka said until say special prosecutor Supreme Court ebe rule on this matter no they are not going to the special prosecutor office to take over any charges as far as any prosecution is concerned. Now here can I say I mean to cut a long story short His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo oh yeah the campaign no say is against corruption. He said it countless without time say oba ade ba ko de betu no so obeka say Ghana for eyi ehun from corruption. And I mean, look, I say he established the office of the special prosecutor to 2017 Act 959. Meka say me Henry as deputy communication officer for the NDC no special prosecutor office no has not performed to my satisfaction. At the end of it, on NBC, who say, Alamisi Adongo, Alamisi Amidu, Martin Amidu. What was the outcome of that office? Onina, Yen put this on record, say that special prosecutor office was created purposely for an agenda. It was created purposely for an agenda, and they say, if there has been a change of government, we are coming to the past administration. We are going to use ways and means by which we are going to pull them, especially those that found themselves in corrupt activities. The funny thing is that whoever they appointed, say a special prosecutor, no, that's anani panoni and this no in Tawantawa Kakra. Into now expectation is say he will use that approach to pull the NDC any OBBR on any war. Personal issue, but special prosecutor, former special prosecutor, used the powers given to him as a special prosecutor, not as a political party appointee. At the end of the day, all few of the day no kai or catch and say Martin Amidu or say we didn't give him the mandate to operate as a special prosecutor. At a point he was labeling the president as the chief something serpent. And I'm or say special office na man say on prosecuting government. He has a point. He was pulling the former finance minister. He wasn't giving those powers to prosecute. That, with that being said, the NDC came to government. We also realized say Ade Akye said we are also coming to fight corruption. That is why though that office was created by the past administration using an act of parliament, we never quashed it out. At a point, members of parliament of the NDC, well, the view say they were sending a private legal bill to parliament to null and quash out the special prosecutor because it wasn't performing to task. And I mean, look, I say, Kisiaja Bin, who is the special prosecutor, what did he say? Recently, he did a press conference, say, Ankwanoma. I said, I've forgotten the words. Or the name Kwaba for your bayan, you'll be to me, nameless Obeko. Let's just say, I dare not agenda sem. Let's just say, office lady man says special prosecutor and agenda sem. Into Attorney General, law say, Organa, you'll be a friend of Lacuna. Let's just say, law no and shed up, be being shed and Koya. We have the right, my Ben mentioned, say, sometimes we have to do amendment. Even the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And then Minuka say, there's an amendment committee, Constitutional Review Amendment Committee. They are coming out with some of the reports, say, this section of the Constitution must be changed. Ye ni pay, Masa, ultimately, I was said to me, Kase, na medi Benkuana, say, be a me and Crani, medi docuno sa, yin him send for the docuno Nimbukuna di Chitre. And I meant to make us an enemy to Mindi Benkubium, me pese Mindi Fufuza and Samakota Chimku to Mikakra. It doesn't change anything. The same applies to the laws and laws of the Republic of Ghana. Bibi wana sa untia say you have the right. That is why the courts are there. Usha Ghana, we have three arms of government. We have the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. The judiciary is there to interpret the law. Into be one feel say a section of this very constitution, it is not to his satisfaction. He has the right to do. As far as this special prosecutor case, I can tell you that and you be nekas and in this in be nekas may court. Me accuse special prosecutor and assign members of parliament come years approach crown the president of the Republic of Ghana with the powers vested in him. Ask them not to proceed with that. In Teneminuka say a private person or says a special prosecutor say watch me now be prosecuting me. I'm also invoking a section of the Special Prosecutor Act, that is a section 4.2, which says that the special prosecutor must take powers from the Attorney General before you can prosecute. It sounds like we have Attorney General. I want deputy attorney general. They've also taken it when they say, if that is what the law is saying, then let's test the waters. And they've taken it to Supreme Court. And then we look and say, deputy attorney general, Justice Rimsai, or say they are not going to take any case until the office, the Supreme Court has ruled. Recently, Supreme Court ruled in favor of the NPP as far as the Pandai city is concerned. It has never happened before in the history of Ghana. In some people's administration, it is unanimous 7-7, 7-1, 7-2, whatever it is. But for the first time, people are regaining the trust for the judicial system in Ghana. In the American United say, wow, those of you that are having a mindset say it is because NDC is in power. And then because of that, the NDC administration doesn't want easy people to be prosecuted. John Mahama can't be say you appointee in his government. Anybody that is found culpable will be dealt with. He's not going to shield anybody. That is why every day he keeps on encouraging them. And I love the fact that there have been so many issues of alleged corruptions from Gold Board, from the Rose Minister, the source and others. Up to now, our people in the NPP has not established if there has been anything of that sort. But it is my prayer that John Dramani Mohammed's administration Obia be Nadia Pepe nipa information we hu, but information enkoya idea it will cause a financial loss to the state like we saw in previous government. It's in near Ben can mini Ben ya adwin pa. Mini Ben is the only NPP communicator. Mini they shall radio so as far as the special prosecutor and attorney general is concerned. What can be that convincing me say he's more Ghanaian than being a new patriotic party member?
And you also admit to say civil society organizations this week.
Yeah.
Almost a stand warning to Abain. As a office of the special prosecutor here, as Abain person ordinance Sakano, only in some free one this idea, or mind the quest to fight corruption, it will be a flop.
Mate, say, Debian make us say, or no, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Nkasa. Anytime, I don't know if you've taken note, anytime Obeye gathering Biano, he states at the latter part of his presentation, say single society, think tank groups and civil society organizations have the right to criticize government constructively. Until he, as a president, is not in against what they are saying. But I say the reason why I mean Obeye drink a say we have established the office of the special prosecutor solely for prosecution when it comes to matters of corruption. So as human as we are, we are all rational actors. Only say den crown as a special prosecutor and then as a president. Now I am deeming the light of the special prosecutor not to let's just say I am doing that to cover my people in government. But the realest truth is that all what the attorney general is saying is come for the prosecutorial powers. Beja huodina for sene beya bibi ba it make us be the section per the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana no the Attorney General gave the mandate, but special prosecutor also the problem is if Attorney General is not an independent body, let's just say there will be conflict of interest. But until that is done, looking at Dr. Dominic Ayeni and his credibility in politics and where he has gotten to, looking at Justice Shrimshine as a law expert and legal luminary where they've gotten to, I don't think any of them would want to bend on the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana just to favor people.
And the fear is, do you think it's Ekobase, assuming without admitting, say, Yenya Obi, Ewa Aban we must say, what the way we are corruptible activities be more. Aban be inama.
Me say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Waka countless without time say, anybody in his government who brings up corruption cases, tested, tried, and availed and confirmed either this. I mean, the law will do with you. Nobody is against the rules and regulations and laws of Ghana.
And one other thing is, wait a minute, you want to say, your uncle, your friend is saying, clearance and from the office
of the
Attorney General. No, say a Kobane say, or corner efa abamu ni pebi huwa. Can there not be delay tactics bia? Ebema issuing go ahead and Okrano will take a period of time.
Me debi ana make say ho san nkofo mienu ya ya ma manager any of deputy no me meet me dey Nanado His Excellency say he will put his president on and can me meet me communication officer and me na to line say they will perform to our satisfaction. Me come say they will not do anything to lower the standard as far as the judicial system and or even raise corruption high. Until the Americans say until that is done, we can't sit here and act say okay they are humans, they are NPP, they are NDC appointees, so they'll go against that. Let's go and test the laws. Supreme Court should do whatever. In fact, Supreme Court can even come out with a ruling say Yema attorney and Yema office of the special prosecutor any Yuma. Supreme Court can nobody will allow it to be, but near can say near special prosecutor Biano, he should do that with the office of the Attorney General. And I mean look I say we have wire press conferences several times. What has been the outcome of it? evading people. And then Minoka say, when you look at the budget allocation to the office of the special prosecutor, when you look at the vehicles that the special prosecutor uses, when you look at the security around the special prosecutor, but now we should be saying, what can I say? So one person has been prosecuted. Well, a bit giant. Whether rain or shine, the office of the Attorney General will not interfere when it comes to dealing with people that have gone in corruption cases as far as the Special Prosecutor Act is concerned. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Nipetun Nkei, Deputy Communications Officer at the NDC Watama East. Oko Oninku Henry. Ade Akye Nkano. Ben. Kakrebi on office of the special prosecutor now.
Let's give chance to the Supreme Court to determine the matter. As if the near can be no asem na kwa could do Supreme Court. Until we don't want to sound prejudicial. Yes, because send a minu and kind Supreme Court itself no kra or kasa emra. Until you could do one of Supreme Court to say no. Still our powers in Attorney General there, Article 88 in the Attorney General there. On the one who requires or your prosecution or no, because of this special initiative for a dear bar, or minor. Yema or non so quite nebia, or non so to us no any prosecution near there. We can also get some acts from Supreme Court and also a best or minor. I may this one OSP no I. So let's give time some time. The Supreme Court to be the bedroom. But for now, even if the Supreme Court did not determine this matter in favor of the OSP, the President John Dramani Mahama still have the powers to prosecute people who are being corrupt acts. Right. It doesn't matter say OSP no kwana say or your prosecutions in case corruption be cause what they say. And this government oba power no ye hu one or two be a man for to say a corruption act I say you two one amount. For example to say education ministry e ba be catch say wakoto wada ma won twa microphone na me kakra ma me wakoto pad 45 Ghana cedis e de abre Ghana for I say e de kwa akoma school for Maiwa ama manfo e ma ye hu say pad no e ade a ne boarding dodo because social pad no kra ne boarding wo mamu ha no enya de eduru 20 Ghana cedis. A man for raising issues one. I say, you are president. If you say what the reset in Abana or Baby before fra, yeah, expect to say be a better committee. Near churches, I say, near resident, some man for can no cry, and I say, no cry. Go board, aqua cotton good. Yes, what cotton good, no, IMF for a catch say, Waboka, $240 million. I no know or minor boka. Good board be catch say, and yadia, CEO be catch say, yadia near. IMF can no cribia say waboka. Now say IMF wa ye show mo ase editate my and there may be a say no mo na share yen ye aba be kasa ya boka $240 million. Now say Sami Jenvio no the CEO and Cocoa board no ye CEO aba catch say no cry. I think say as a president and no na minority in parliament say omo pe bipartisan committee ni atwetwe sansem num say eye nokora na asa nya nokora but the 2 million numbers omo wo parliament no enya de omo ma committee no adwuma ye de ato ba bi. So if the president mean well he meant well for Ghanaians say corruption is going to be a thing of the past and he's not going to glorify corruption act e wona ba mu dia those things are about out no say oma committee tenants near nsem say ne be ya the confidence level of Ghanaians when it comes to corruption no amount for beka say yes and kwame ye ka say corruption ni bebre no eto da anya politicians nko a cut down the civil servants for no cry no they are more corrupt than politicians but ye fire drink ko ni nyina ne say person can be
ba ku bia I was shocked. Were there for the purposes of emphasis and authentication.
Okay.
What the mebo? Public Account Committee.
How do you be soon?
Somewhere.
Oh, the balcony. 1, 2.
4th of November, one day, you paid over 150,000 for fuel for drip machines, drip projects. 150,000 one day, fuel. Do you know how many Land Cruisers you can fill with that 150,000? Things are not adding up. Auditors, I think this is a clue for you guys to look at it. 150,000 on one day, November 4th, 2024. All for fuel. They pay to Total Energies. And December 31st, which was a half day, that was when you drew the 200,000.
And no, the 150,000 was by cash.
These are all cash.
That struggles to honor a checks. You dish out 150,000 Ghana cedis in cash to buy fuel in a day.
Man, you kind of that way.
So Kwame, why should say civil servants for a lot of them are corrupt. A lot of them. Shall say drip machines and other 150,000 or could grade achimota krunina. Grade akra especially osha drip machines na near Juma pa no grade no. And the Juma pa and your friends say Ariabona or no or Fakwa so grade no kukuchu so no afa so these two and the Juma pa. Now who person catch Ghana for say one day. What to fool 150,000 Ghana cedis, 1.5 billion old currency in here can was a million. What to sad your good sound machine room say any day. Ye graded from Kumasi Aqua Kodrakra. Now yet Tihanum na politicians in your platforms are now ye kontokwa. Na Sankrofonum are hiding behind the politicians. Now Omunu real mining ya Omu say tam. Now even so-called assembly no crana or mobile laws no. You don't pay cash when it comes to fuel. Uko go no akwa coupon. Na assembly na kwa kutia. And so we see some now Canada they pay in cash 150,000 Ghana cedis no. Omu tuya in cash. Na ye tete ho. Na ye solia politicians na hu amane na da bia ye betran from mu ana ye ko na omu chechire. Me say of Akwame my ye dwuma ewo Ganof Municipal Assembly for 3 years. Na many MC na na ye dwuma. My ye dwuma ewo Fisheries Ministry. Abra na many honorable Moses enim ye dwuma. Se me ka kire wo se wo ko ministries na omo ye workshop ye sika bebre se wo mamu ano e ko workshop. Sa ani omo ko workshop no so a omo ministry no wakra no omo akọ workshop wo Aqua Safari. Senchi. Aqua Safari omo ko workshop wo a den time aye ko ye no na a night aye $500. A night per night aye $500 per an individual. Yes. $500 ni nipa abeko wana omo kwa akoye workshop no omo number say nipa be say 60 70. Jesus. Akoye workshop on ye ko honum so ye di 3 days. Yeah. 3 good days awo Aqua Safari. Na obeba no na ministry no budget sika ye di ama ministry no so omfanya adwuma omo di ni nyina abeko akoye workshop na ye nti hanum na nansan ya pension EPAR for be ka kire ye say wakotu any board members wakoye all 2 weeks training our Boston US it cost almost $6 million 2 weeks training no mo kwa training omu training no mo ba me akwa nanti agodu Jesus Christ on any na godi nkomo se niema e koso wo mamu ha ne ya niema bi a ya botesem a wodwen ho a wonte ase so please nye bibia na ese ye de politics ye nhwe kwan a Supreme Court ebe kasa de afa OSP no ho na yes the Supreme Court no say even upon say OSP no when this are independent no a wode be ye adwuma yes the Supreme Court the wisdom any omu nyansam no omu make sure say omu be pe bibi e de aye OSP na ebe ma na hoden no de akunde ati akata asese wo mamu because enough is enough the we are civil servants AC we are man we wo kromu ano politicians yes only ane ye ko 1 million and 3 million no obi ti ho a day 1 million and 3 million and lunch no di ko didi no aside the about office enti ye besere I don't want to do politics with those corruption cases in this aniama na ekoso because of and I know I call of anko hospital about a gu onu a omo awo ebi e di 2 days or 3 days or onu a omu hu omu kunu sika esese omu tua na yi omu na omu aka hospital
na yɛte hanom na sika enwunu ɛfa amanfoɔ bi nsase sika yi nyina yɛ dea ɛyɛ sɛ sɛ yɛde boa mo ɔman ne kɔ yɛnim no na nkurɔfoɔ bi ayɛ ɔmo ho kaba na ɔmo di ɔman ne sika ne yɛte ha na da bi yɛba yɛyɛ politics mesrɛ me deɛ when it comes to OSP the act no the corruption cases I'm passionate about it because abra na nando danko ekufu ado share bono Ghana for ene ne ya adwenji tu mu se yemra ne yemekunti akatase se enti ekwan bia ye befa so a ye bekodi ati akatase je bia na am for it se ne ye be o man ne beko nanim me da kwame.
All right, so bringing the time to 8:45 live on OK 101.7 FM special edition and our special weekend edition. Weekend special edition of Ade Akye Abia. Me will say in church bibi ana and you OSP assembly right?
OSP assembly, but then me make say. Nana, yes, started public accounts committee sitting. Sometimes me to me face ana me doom TV no.
Sir President cry last year baby. Okaso hu a ase na
seriously because there are some institutions bar looking at directors what honey sometimes which one chief directors ni principal finance officer kasa ni bi won mo kasa ni sana visa say na say bi akolo class 1 kra na okay obejedi but then they say we must invoke I mean the omoka ni saying say you use nkrofo bi ye form ye scapegoats esa so to make 1 point something billion for a day a day. Because I don't know if Moshe defense minister obiso akoto cars ni dale.
Na okokwele obi no see you no olutimi you see onu ankasa no authority etua 2 million Ghana cedis. Onu use 2 million Ghana cedis no e de kokoto ne mama akwelebu abra wanfa process num. Na wanfam no what Saturday no metu wonu mu ana ye papa atamasi nui your friend say Fifi. I can't say he has to. They should take him up. I said police is taking him up.
Instantly now recommending that he should be arrested.
Because we are CEO. When the CEO almost best 11 years, I will need procedural rules or what procurement act near now the whole person where you shoot 2 million. And the aqua tonium. Fast check be anyone check.
Only your problem. Your problem is I didn't know my dream will say I years to our 8 years. Every trim could be into me. And
the sad thing is of if it's a public account committee by me who see it to muda. No more can near ma. A man for the year Ghana for a year and at the end of the day. No more quackoda. Until you wasted time. As about national TV. Am I in United? No more baba catcher as a man for we are more catcher movie and no. Say a beddy scano. Say a DB code jail and I say a bay deterrent. After one man for say, who do Sabo or my Nissikamwa? A quite rainy a day over Faso. Public account committee maintain that. If you try a media for my enter there, then that's fine. Young Chi will be asked that. The beyond the town no more discuss. Public account committee for Nankas and I say a fast check on them. A crime bear pound or fast on the Yoma. We are minimum
the public accounts committee. No, the chair and the co-chair no are from different political parties. But I'm to say the chair should always be an opposition.
Yes.
But at the end of it on is a okay, I crown.
Of I you know man.
I crown. Then that means that some a quiet public account committee faso yen adwuma abla o invite MCs ne DCs mo committee no be answer questions no a quiet ni nyina akra yen nsem a ye betimi aka ho asem later no embodu a lot of MCs ne other people na omo ho no emma omo ahoden kra mo de corruption no
and your meeting is say before say you be invited to come to the public account committee no auditors external auditors ba firm nim ebe ye nyom be bi ansa no mo ba do na yes do na akwa I mean it on the table inti but ye nyina no God for us all.
Charlie the way I see corner there
and pay on Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition so Benjamin Asare communications member of the NPP Oko Henry deputy communications officer Tema East NDC and ye bon komoyi now pay forward the madaroma me be a segal am say the nkamen kan wasen biem anti so be aje kwame husu edu mi kura se ticket se ni wona metina mu ma no na ofre ama no bofo chasejiri ya na mempe because minim baby ebeka kwa kosi. But then this week Pediatric Society the top president and them say galamse ni dey so mia no pa no ne na bayi ende no a keye pa isan say a crime against future generations. Yetete wo galamse site say nkra ye bewo wo mo no ye bewo wo mo be na sebi we deforming right from the womb. Obi ni neni ba kuni ho wa ya ka tawa no di free yefunu bai. Obi ne hwene nyina sisi chase ni ho krampo. Like several forms of deformities. And you witness it. Then Abaya Yan say next week or the drones FFM. Yes, sure say a benin and not capture, especially our forest zones, you know. Near baby any can say Crawford qua warm. Then this week the CEO of Free Zones Board, Dr. Mary Ewusi, and the Pentecost chairman, Apostle Eric Nyameche Saga. Ben.
Kwame. Asem we no. Me emotions are to check akra. I'm not can say ni city because me ka say me attach emotions to it. Anhwa na ma ka sem bia sa pa ho chew. Because Omampani John Dramani Mahama. Ono kra no ohu apostle Nyameche kra na obonumu ase. E de anidie esefata e de ma papa no. Papa no wa kra no ho yie wo mamu ha. Oyi obi nso a ubetimi atena wo mamu ha no msa 3 months 4 months na wonte na no asem da. Onkasa basa. Ti ye ka obi a wa respect ama no ho pa. Asa wo so yi nipa 5 wo mamu ha no papa no beka ho bi. Enti se yesi wani nso ade kura na ohini fie na wo kwa akome wa beti so. Na dache Kwame mebie mu kakra. Yesi omo di kan no. Omo di akire no. Omo sunya omo di kan ne nante. Ja. Nti eba insult a NDC mpanimfo na ankasa na a lot of them ekasa recklessly. Sebi omo kasa. Omo nwe ho na omo aka. Ebinom na ebinom na me bebubu omu di no utimi so omo ye NDC for mapa. So omo no kasem a nipa be se 200 e wo fam a omo ye NDC for a omo follow omo tie omo. Nti se wo ye leader e wo NDC na nsem bi wo honom na wo ka. Esese wo ye measured na wo hwe kwaya wo be fa so a wo be kasa asem no de ato abontin because wo a lot of followers. So even though se me kapa na se me de start you president as well. Yet wo mamu because of politics ayeye, because of campaign platforms where you are John Dramani Mahama Efreba Umia so you stupid. Oh, yes. Really? Yes, I'm coming to prove to you. I'm say want maybe catch you should the worst to say Bawumia stupid na me ba bekyerɛw. O catch there Bawumia abra ye campaign no ogogo kra obehu. Bawumia gina platform so to questions baako 21. Ema yewura John Dramani Mahama say Yemusa yewura John Dramani Mahama ni NDC say abra no wo the first term administration no say ba hospitals are osi say eba roads are osi oye say eba eniema bia yaye wo mamu ha no no nso mfa ne records emra ne yemfa nya comparison yewura John Dramani Mahama nya akwanya na all responded to yewura Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia no o say Mon cancer Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia said the economy, the election is not about what near wire. The election is about economy. Stupid. But you can what? Or said the election is about economy. Stupid. All respond to we and or referencing stupid to Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. Equal US. President bi asemo a wokaye and what be in line with natem didi a wodi didi yewura Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia but you are responding to Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia Ninsembia or Kachrewo. So when you use a stupid as a word, who are you referring to? Is it not Bawumia? Yet to a memoir, young country, and yet the tone say a man koi. The same year president, John Dramani Mahama, Abeka Ukromo has a baloney. Patrol so far additionally says here and answer what check the word balonia as it say foolishness, nonsense, and untruth. Not just in someone young send him and you refer baloney to. You are president in the council as a woman. Wow. President, what teacher for better 5 million, 6 million woman. What cast as a no woman? Am I yet say nonsense and nonsense and foolish and untrue words. Such any balloon in your kind. Of a crime yet to Krumwa. Sam George, Etime Fre, Nanado Damko Kufuado say well, you're useless. Satam no Nanado Damko Kufuado, your president. Sam George the catcher Nanado Damko Kufuado say well, you're useless. A woman. And he said, yet to a man, Nasa empanimfu edi amanyosem wanim. Aka kasa ehunte. Aka kasa fin. Nasa womo wachire ne dan ye peso womusua. Na chesa anamo na yetu no. Eno na echitafo no nsusuya. Na a whole president. Awoye number 1 first gentleman of the land ayato abama no. Na wo ye MP. Na wan hwe position ya wukura as MP. Na sa woni nipa na nya adwen kura. Utimi friend na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo say wo ye useless. Na woti ni nyansa so. Enti nyansa edi nyansa kura de. Na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo ni bi. Sam George. Enti say NDC ni a follow Sam George. Wo ye NDC ni na ono Sam George aye no godfather no. Ono so den wo nya MPP ni obeka kire no. Yeti kurumu a asi du ketia ka kire say any idiot can go to court. Jimmy fo ne kwase ya bia betimi akọ court. Na wo ye leader wo mamu a ye de ye jokes ya nka bibia amfa ho. Basentali afre Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia so ye pork o se bawo pork. Hey. Kwame because o se Bawumia kwa akọwe pork wo ye kramofo chiri pork enti na Bawumia kwa akọwe pork enti wo gina TV3 ka tre Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia se ye friend Dr. Bawumia bawo pork. E wo kromu ha enti enne hwe suko no ma aye papa nyameche apostle nyameche ne saso be se bebre wo ho no ma wa hwe wo mo so ahira wo mo ba be ka kire ye wura ne se ono ote ne wo ne na onim se NDC ni mami ye na ka kire wo no ankasa ne NDC for se munye di nti ona nye chobo ni edeji appointment o ka kire NDC for se mo kasa dodo mo amunya appointment munye di na wo ye chobo ya ye mfa no maji appointment na che so op appointment e so unya certificate etu ya NDC ni na so obeye chobo ya kona fa certificate ko na emu aduma eno no waka ya na NDC for no anye o mo do mu twetwa bi ma no na ye twa me nsuru mu kura ne se asem na ye papa nyameche kan ye no apostle nyameche kan eye no kure anase eye no kure oye politics anase no wo kasem wo ye no kure of a minute here wa ye nyina ya fed up with Galamsey. Because minimum how passionate I would the Galamsey asem wo studio wa oh the bia wo kasa na me hwe wani mu a na me hu wani ase ne won sem eba me tumi say ye ma Ministry of Lands and Forestry aka Galamsey no betimi ande ne just 1 week because some judge catch there say president bi onim nyansa why ye na dwen so obe fight Galamsey bia o hia 3 months no dey fight Galamsey some judge na kan yo ye wura John Dramani Mahama bai wanya say enya 1.5 year ni me kan ye some judge kan ye ni bi da enka say ye wura hwan say ya ka ye so fight Galamsey but some judge kan wo krumu a e ma ye boy ensam ma no say president na wote so no onim nyansa no onim ne o ye ntino ontimi fight Galamsey na say president no onim nyansa na so person fight Galamsey enteki ne 3 months obe fight Galamsey yetiti krumu a enne yewura John Dramani Mahama betu na enimu tu aka kire ye say Galamsey kon na ye kon aye den because onu ana manyokuo members ni bi ye Galamsey
mama na kan sa
pacho sa na oka wose ne nkrofo ye Galamsey they are complicit of Galamsey. It's a fact, you can check from anywhere. I don't come here to speak lies. Assembly America bia no mema figure say ohine na Kwame Amonso wonte ya metimi approve a change sesia. He said it. Say yes, he agree with Ghanaians. He said Galamsey no ababa ye kanka e de atu ye kom na onu ankasa gitum say ne nkrofo nso ayi into Galamsey.
Nti se wonkro for ye galamsey, why don't you name and shame? Na ye ncheche wo mo ne end galamsey. Nti se papa no kan asem wo kan maame ne kan asem ne na mentie tape no. Na me kopɛ papa na mu asem ne tie ye. No man ohene nana ebeye de se wo betie papa na wie osofo awie na wo betimi enya wo biti se maame wi aba make sa remarks na wo make wo video no papa ne kan dey ye so omo annual conference a omo ye nti omo ye wie a na report no omo eba na omo akọ debate ho na omo hu kwaye omo befa so a omo de niema besisi yie the one of omo challenge ne say Bible ne kire say obi nu no ho no osakira ye mo na suwo asubontin mu enti si omo kokobo asu na omo bo wonsuom sese nsuo na omo de bo asu no ni nyina asai ama sese no omo result to pool ene bas rubber omo de nsuo gum omo de bo asu ba eno no ye nyame akwan no enti ene ye nhwe so ne nhwe kwae a o hye na sofo ni nkura se mo nkoso anyu su sa de na ye nso ye ne omampani kwa akotena se ne yahwe kwae a ye befa so a ye be solve galamsey issue no wo mamu a ba chode ebone pa na wona asem no kan no na wanya maame no nso yeso ye doctor wo na cheso wo obi a wo nimdie wo suade enti wo nim o kasa wo nimdie wo ka na chese wo ne papa no wo problem just like that na wa ka kire ne say papa no kura no ngusra ni no so na se ngusra wo no so a ka won ka kasa na wo kan no hwe kasa fie oba no mu ba ye ko kasa si am be ka kire so wo ye oba enti ye hwe kwa ya ye be fa so a ye ne ma be kasa na sabi o wo ye oba na se wonim nyansa enti ma ye nka nkire wo enti papa apostle nyameche prophet ebi ni fie oni ne se so panimu woni fie a one ne kasa ode ne nsa begu na chi ana ode respect be mani pakro ni eti wo mamu ha na ye soso so hwe apology bi ode bae ye boni just ha se wan kasa yie no hwe na apology o se Ghana for se me man kasa yie a me pacho na de onim nyansa hu se wasam na kan no wo ko tenekire na so obo video na asam na kan ne sebe na nyansa nim na wo se be ka kire se mo se me man kasa yie di a me pacho na che se woni nu hu woni mu se asam na wo kati ya papa no o pa ho chew na I urge you president I will buodema the Christian Council I minim say president even at all me ne nyadwen wo bibia mu no minim say when it comes to the Christian Council e ya de o respect kase de mo pa ani ahemfo wo respect kase de mo pa he should take action now maame no nyo no nkwa na betimi ahodu Fizos board see you know anyo no nkwa na betimi aye
actually men president
onye na the should be the woman must be sacked to show this kind of disrespect to the elderly person in this country. He should sack because you need to say one can say ye one can say ye misuma no say omo ombeko no office no omo akwa akwa yeduma in the name of this country e kwaye obefa so no omo ombekasa arrogant ofi no ho say oba ye maame empanimfo aba bedi o ma no so ko no omo ye ma ye bo omo di ekoto e ka omo nsempa omo aba be ye omo amu a enti legacy a wo be set wo Fizos authority won anuni se wo be ba bonti aba be didi mpanimfo atam na any staff won no omo ye adwuma office won so dey ne besi so the woman must be sacked say am pass president no or respect the Christian Council na asem na maame ne kan ye no what disrespect papa no dia the action that the president should take ne say obeyi maame na di na a serve deterrent ato wo say ye ma position me na ya to abama me aso mampani ana ma poni mitumi no ho kakra ma wo say won so gina fa sofa bi na ye nyina ye nhwe say unim de na wo no ye de be mo man na konanim because the bar stop with the president adie bi a ministers ni CEO ye bia no say anko yi a ye de be so ye president no it is a wagu president no hu fi by disrespecting an eloquent person obi a unya no ho asem bia nka wo mamu a ne caliber no ka wo asem a wo de no toto otumfo no mpanimfo atitiri wo mo kromu a na watimi ababa kasa free we di akere papa no because of galamsey abraham no ka say galamsey ekoso yeti ye ho ba bia enti akwaya wo mo fa so wo mo ka galamsey wo odizeze kwa me metimi aka say NDC fo nyina ye galamsey
dabi
but yewura John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for kachire ye say because of MPP ni yewura John Dramani Mahama yewura na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo nkrofo ye galamsey enti eni entimi nso galamsey na no Enti per the same mark. So me kasa me refer to Yewura John Dramani Mahama ni NDC. That just say NDC for nyina so ye galamsey abra mi nua yote. Onu ba bi ye galamsey kuro ni mo. Onko order. But because of amanyosem any to me ayepe political gains in fortunes ayepe ntino ye kan sem bi asebe ye nwene ho ne aka. Ene galamsey ba bi ye galamsey. And some trafo nyina ye fed up so mo nka biem because politicians no ya ba be ye true for ye nka no kore. Ade.
Ajibre. Henry.
Yeah.
But where the quick one answer na me boss no. But minima dia wo apology echi. So akọ apache odi anke yema echi nkwotire.
The content of an apology no. Who will be akaife? The content of the apology.
Ma menhwe.
Unia me wo video na or guarantee interview no.
Minim say yes content we are. I cannot speak against Apostle Eric Nyameche. He is an elderly man. I only expressed my opinion. But I hereby retract my comment and apologize for any inconvenience caused.
Okay, so we know and no all can dey me hu ye. Me an apology no is on video our granting interview. Ewo we sisters what met me abodi. Eya asempa.
Okay.
Our granting interview ho. Nti sa video no na me wo me phone so. Nti eno no utie ne watwere yi. Ene ne response kasa. Our kan wasempa na utimi se difference wo. Nti ka wo di we ba ye no kure ni kwa se ka wo ye dey. Wo kasa biem. And so in chiremu a wode ba apology no de aba no o chiremu no on say ni ne wakai ni zezi ebobra
we mi ko tu free asase radio.
Yes, ebobra me de no say wo hwe me de na sesi ya na o hwe asempa o say if Ghanaians think I erred, I apologize. If Ghanaian thinks I erred, I apologize. When say no dey no asase dey no e different no. When say asampa dey so e different. But me dey me video le kura me a o kasa. E no dey ya friend wo studio ho e no o kasa. E no so se Ghana for susu say asem na me kan e no man kan ni yi a me de che unua ba pokua ne friend say ne ya no otena mu ma obi Fridays no ono na net adwam. And I know about to oba na no ne boachi yadom
kuya boachi
yadom on the interview no so Ghana for if you say man ka say ya me pachew nti ono kura busan say Ghana for na fi say wan ka say ye na wan ka say apology na wo de aba no e dey na share wo ma wo de say apology no e baaye na che say wunya nuhu bia so ka me wo kan nti sometimes communication ye kasa wo radio so no ye bre pa o because assembly wo hono ma ne ka na yetia. Why you careful now? Cause I explain it, baby. Why right now the problem?
Because
problem. So apology no the buy no. If you are wearing a President Mahama he President Mahama can pardon her. But I mean yes, President Mahama koko tie a video na and audio na or granted was empana. President Mahama could be happy with her.
Me da say Benjamin Asare na yetene nka no Ben your communications member NPP Henry Joshua Henry
yeah
o hwe ayi antecedent ya Ben de gu kwamu dia ya ye 1 too many na
me boss Ben me boss o kasa nya na as part of respecting our viewers no and our listeners no me the media so go so to me be yin bako nana first and foremost no Pentecost church we have so many churches. I'm not a Pentecostal. We have so many churches but ba asoria meka say mpenyimfo edi asoria nim no you don't easily found fault about them is the Pentecost church. Now say minya kwenya omo ye youth development summit bi edima politicians sorry no they have decided say sorry ye kese pa nti omo hwem youth sorry no ma omo pe politics no there's a training seminar for them. I had an opportunity to be part of such seminar in sorry kese bi wo I think is in a western region. I've forgotten the place. Pentecost something center. Yes, after Kaswa Horum, I mean, it's a whole community on its own. In fact, let me just set this on record that the NDC as a political party, I love the fact that me Brian can say John Dramani Mama His Excellency, it will respect and demand the clergy and even traditional leaders. So that is why we have never recorded in any video saying the president ordering a chief or a pastor to wake up and come and greet him. John Dramani Mama His Excellency has not done that before. And I love the fact that Ben Afem say Mr. President, every NDC member respects the church. This man we are talking about, Apostle, I respect this man. And every NDC person respects this man. Sometimes Otihona will share the kasa. The other time I was sharing the videos via only youth kasa, and the way he was able to free a sorry religious belief them apply modern day Gen Z kind of activity. So this is somebody I mean Apostle Doctor, he has acquired a lot of knowledge. When you become biblical, he's smart. Ubano, community relation, he's good. Ubano, relating with the church too. Somebody that has risen through the ranks. So, I love the fact, say, Enra, when I read this on Asasi Radio, I felt good that a new beer, and I said you, Obeka sem na intempaso, waba abepacho. Whatever we are talking about, there is an apology in here. Into apology na one say your kind one no. And I mean look I say in comfort to me FR phones eka no meka Baba Mando mu communicate here arrested no Bunu Sunyani. Look at the kind of things he said. If Baba Mando should say I am sorry I did that to the president, I am sorry I dressed the president or the communications minister in this kind of apparel, it won't go to where it is. Into me I'm not justifying what Madam said. I'm not saying that Madam said the right thing, but for Madam to come out, no Abeka say me pamucho ni ameka ne mankani ye say or say she used the word not just onukwa affirm to the fact say Apostle Nyamiche a respected person. In fact, who am I to hold the grudges? And then me look say Enra national communications platform, other regional communication platform, other constituency, even social media. We have our own party people attacking the woman, and that alone made it known to every NDC person that we are not going to condone certain things. With that being said, Pentecostals have over 3 million members. In fact, 4 million members. They will definitely have both NDC and NPP in the church. Iti ukasana wankase yena utia ukasetia Apostle Nyamiche. Let's just say NDC for no party we are speaking to all of them. But the realest truth is that Madam came out publicly, openly, rendered an apology and an interview, and also wrote on her social media pages. And Tiana say she aired. She has mentioned saying no kind of one can ye wa pacho. To the extent say even in the chow panu krano, she affirmed say this man is a man of credibility. In fact, whatever the man said, well, after listening to the interview, me will say yes. Say they be a yebusu, na yebusu will river more than things. Bibiana and into me because of galamsey. Let's just say it started from somewhere. Apostle Nyamiche never said say John Mama buy and I didn't buy, but he was speaking in general for galamsey. So the long and short of the whole thing is Madam has rendered an apology, and me as a sympathizer of the Pentecost Church and as a deputy communication officer, as far as the NDC, are forgiving her, and I know Apostle Nyamiche and Ben here has also forgiven Madam. I will see. Now, my boss mentioned something again in relation to
where admission say the oye no wanye ni
waka say no aka say wanye ni ye
no kra mpo listening to what she said no obaka say wanye ni
me makase wanye ni. That is why social media pages and this for nyine kuku dam for nyine kasai say wanye ni ye, and that is how come the apology. But me nim say yes say no chance no nim say the church no kan no she might have said that out of political will, but when yan just man kan ye ya pacho nti me Madam awusia na mbi na minka Ghana for nyina ni Pentecost for mutie nyina ne se ye pamocho ma NPP enfa akonya wisi for be campaign emomu. The alternative is scary. more move meaning say any moment from now, almost starting campaign, their MPs come to this program, they'll come and tell you say we have insulted the Church of Pentecost. We are begging you once again, we are rendering an unqualified apology. I think boss can say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can say the NDC for a galamsey. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has never said this anywhere. I want Boss Ben to give me a video evidence, an audio evidence, or an article that shows that His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, has mentioned, say, my own people are doing galamsey. It has been on record. The very time the incident came, said the National Vice Chair of the NDC, our National Vice Chair and the National Organizer, Joseph Yamui, were involved in galamsey. This came to the public domain. What did the president do? The president summoned Yoko and other investigative organizations to look into the matter. Into President John Dramani Mahama is somebody me o committee hey me galamsey. He will not cover up for me. Previous administration, what didn't we hear? We had names like Honorable Koduopon Nkrumah in galamsey. We had names like the national chairman, the Ashanti regional chairman of the NDC.
Alleged.
Yes, alleged. We had names like the national women organizer, Madam Kate Diemfoa. We had names. What did the president do as far as those names were concerned? Then President, His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Did we hear any of them being referred to be investigated? But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as soon as that day, the issue came out on Wednesday. The following Thursday morning, there's been a communique from the presidency, from the government communications minister, that the president has authorized all state agencies that are investigative agencies to investigate this matter and come up with an evidence. If they are found culpable, there will be anything. There will not be anything to cover them up. Another thing my brother said is about people speaking ill and insulting in public. In fact, I keep telling people that the young ones that are coming, if there's anything that they must learn, in fact, all of us are Ghanaians. Me, my best friends are all NPP people. My best friends. Today, people that I work closer with, they are the NPP people. When I came in, a internal contest, and dangerous than general, because I'm on the ticket of the NDC. Send me a parliamentary candidate for Temais. There are some friends of mine I know do not vote for me because they believe in liberal democracy. They believe in another ideology. But NDC now only know honor, and I'm a deputy communication officer. After serving one term as a deputy communication officer, I'm going for substantive communication officer. NDC for the better. But I do not vote for you. That is the realest truth. But what I want my brother here to know, you can't say for Kasa by Hata. I can pinpoint more than 10 people in the NPP, to the extent that somebody who even insulted NDC and insulted them, that mentioned that NPP for Romu Okwasa for Jimu, I don't know why I belong to the party. And the latter party had the person on the presidential ballot aspiring to become a presidential candidate for their party. Look at Kwame Abronye. What hasn't Abronye said, including men of God? Abronye insulted Archbishop Nicholas Duncan William. I can say, or your drunkard. These were the people. Oketechi Afrifa. What hasn't Oketechi Afrifa said about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama? The insult they back to back. But I love the fact say Ben and or Kawahase or know the kind of politics he's doing. He will never sit anywhere and insult his political opponent. And I have, in fact, this is my first time seeing him. But I can say he's man of his words. Me, I will not sit anywhere and insult any MPP person. I will not sit anywhere and insult somebody. No, let's have factual debate on fact and figures. Another thing my brother mentioned here is that His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama called somebody stupid. The man I know, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will never use such an unpleasant word, not even in private, to talking about this in public. If the words or paloni my brother mentioned, and there's another word there which says untruth, but I want to put it on record that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was then talking about untruth, but not the other words that my brother added. If that is what he's saying. So the context, sometimes you can contextualize something. The context of what he want to say is the untruth nature as far as the past Nana-led administration is concerned. My brother, the next thing I want to talk about before I finalize on this very thing is that the people of Ghana appreciate the Pentecost Church. Me, most of my family members, I have cousins, Abraham Paenko. They are elders in the Pentecost Church in Nego Prampram and other places. Apostle Jamiche is somebody I admire so much. Sometimes I watch his sermons and everything. So my brother, we are once again rendering an apology. But the point here is that the Galamsey fight, as far as Ghana is concerned, as far as previous administrations are concerned, the NDC is the only political party that can be trusted when it comes to fighting Galamsey. And then Minuka say there has been so many initiatives. Environmental Protection Agency, Professor Brown and co, 9 months and co. Now, Asari, our own brother Asari Donko, you go to his Facebook page and every day there are updates. During the previous administration, he does update and they torment him. At a point he was arrested by tagmen. They beat him. They broke his cameras and other stuff. And then Minuka say no media person can say that he's been attacked at a Galamsey site. Just that they are trying as much as possible to get the whole thing. And Galamsey fight, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be you. We must do that collectively. Previous administration, you see different waters being packed here. You see the timidity of all the waters. And I mean, look, I would say we have not eradicated or stopped Galamsey, but it's a gradual process. That is why we are bringing in 9 months. In fact, at a point we had an accident. There was an accident. 9 months. One military man died, all because we are fighting Galamsey. And I know, say, one thing that will minimize the Galamsey at these very areas has to do with youth employment. And that is why we are having so many flagship programs that is going to minimize the youth employment in these very areas. One thing I also discovered is that some people are so money conscious in such a way that they have seen that if I'm doing Galamsey, I'm getting the money. We will have a way of going. Now that we are deploying the drones and everything, we will find final solutions as far as Galamsey is concerned. But I will borrow the words of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo that when you see something, say something so we can manage Galamsey. Thank you very much.
I mean, you can be about. Yes. Now we or some man facts and figures about papa. Ira John Dramani Mahama Kokasen and Crawford Galamsey. No, Oko City News. Wednesday, 18th March 2026. President Mahama met organized labor at Jubilee House. President John Dramani Mahama has admitted that individuals in my political party structure are involved in illegal mining, warning that the fight against this canker will be difficult but must continue. During his speech to the organized labor at Jubilee House in Accra on Tuesday, March 17, 2020, Mahama said illegal mining has deeply infiltrated the Ghanaian society, cutting across political parties, including his own political party members.
Including his own
political party members. So he met organized labor at Jubilee House. And I already first say Galamsey na ekoso a serious canker ne konaya din because wa admit say ono anka sample ne nkrofo are involved with Galamsey. So please, that is the fact check that I've given you. You can also go Mesawo my join online we a city oko my join online so the same almost reported 17th no oko why no so Kwame, that's the first check that I want to
and then 1 minute Ben Osha interventions are buying Namos no maba blue water guard fuina or maba. Now this week we are told to say you be deploy drones at the aqua surveillance amaya capture baby and microphone say we are banning no are we seeing
improvement?
Significant improvement.
Of Kwame Amo. Nyamesi enka nokre. Ohwe niema Ira John Dramani Mahama eyefa Galamsey wan pacho kremade baako a ne oyi Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo anya enye the same thing pacho kreme.
Nemos.
Na yeye de ne na operation Galam stop meba. Di ne penese ono the name was Naba and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo de operation Galam stop and buy is it not the same thing? River gas for Ira John Bujinapo eco lanche river gas ni omo buy on be yan say yata de ne blue and black and on be omo be yellow and black is it not the same thing? drones ya o kan ho asem enye drones ne yekofa ya ye dey ba fight galamsey almost here press conference ka say sa drones na ye dey ba fight galamsey ne sebe nyansam bi enim na ye waste of taxpayers money and then the same drones no almost akofa ba almost o mo dey ba fight galamsey. So sometimes let's give credit where credit is due. So omampani Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo eye bia time de the president eto online eto so say or fight galamsey na say we hu bibi papa bia wom to the extent say even though no kra no ne o ye ni nyina no sa ka say MPP4 are involved in galamsey na say waba we don't wish the presidency so obefeli onko so no onye nadwuma. The best thing is so ye ne say oso onim ne nkrofo mo ye galamsey ni nua no Mr. President o man nkrofo no mo ye galamsey ni enyai na say political actors no stop galamsey now we can end galamsey in this country. Say political actors no mo ye galamsey no and some for the omo ho agim omo ye galamsey asofo for the omo ho agim omo ye galamsey ahemfo for the omo ho agim omo ye galamsey say ye biem omo obi ye galamsey ni bi they are doing galamsey with impunity this time. Iti president no wo papa ne so opeso wo kon galamsey ba wono ankasa ne nkrofo emma ne kwai kwa me ma on fatu bi me ni nua baako ekosi a radio station ba TV station me monidi o ka kire me se o ye NDC ni o ka kire me se chale ya ba na ba power nti no galamsey no de wo obi obema ye excavator ne ade a ye wasase wo ho ye betimi
no
enti sa ne pa body ni na ko arrest
but na some no ka kire was a public consumption oni ni dey ba me kan ba be susu say politicians ye nyi ye hu amfiri galamsey matter no mu a onana ye intime fighting and nem fighting china because e ko baba se den kura na ede na ma Collins Dawuda ne neighbor constituency dey ne kosi enye neighbors fo ya e ko duru honom na ye tell say o man instruct o so o nsai mo ngongo ye adwuma. So political actors no when we are involved in galamsey na e mane kono ye den. But to be honest media me won't be different unless say me no prove kire me say ye we are John Dramani Mahama babe ye be different how they fight galamsey ye who results say basa dia then we all do some research and see say am person ye work no ye we are John Dramani Mahama I am improvement ba nye sa dia senior metie ade bia na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo gina so ana or they fight galamsey no eno ana ye we are John Dramani Mahama so ye
be me that say Henry
boss
we na ye huhwe o ana
galamsey no o fa na me ka je say Ben and then me bra Ben etiha ka che o say onhuhwe ana che say ono I say wa ono aye na dwen so peso be huhwe esan say me say first uko media at a point uko interview e TV so a on say what is the CC meni me obo hu na galamsey nsi oni egugu mu hanom and then me look at Environmental Protection Agency. There has been reports say most of the water bodies are improving. They are improving. They say we are doing our best. Say ya bon krofo bi din as far as galamsey fighting is concerned. Na ya bon nipa mienu say they are national executives of the NDC. They are bon mudin say omohum na the president I refer the case to the appropriate body said they must be investigated. No, nothing should change your mind. Say the president is fighting galamsey, and then look. I say I mentioned earlier in my earlier submission. Say during Braben my administration, we mentioned about 4 national executives, including members of parliament. Did we hear the president referring them for investigation processes? So I keep telling people, say fighting galamsey, it is not about NPP, it is not about NDC. We were here and there was a galamsey conference in Otunfo's abode, one of the revered chiefs I respect as far as Ghana is concerned. Otunfo and also 82. He mentioned that the then Minister of Natural Resources, our own brother Sami Jinapo, came to him with a document asking Otunfo, instructing Otunfo what to come and read as far as the galamsey conference is concerned. Because the man is smart, intelligent, and is a man of his words. His words. He mentioned that day, and even mentioned that those of them who sitting in that conference, about 30% of them are into galamsey. His Royal Majesty Otunfo 82 mentioned that It's not just said those that are into galamsey, Ben, and before galamsey, Ben, galamsey. If he say chairman, Etribosi Akwenemino, he's trying to try. I couldn't tell many other things, but because the case is still in court, I will not say anything about it until court rules on that. But I mean, say His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, Wafatu Nhose, he will fight galamsey, and that is what we are doing. People are losing their lives, and right, there was a pit collapse in one of the regions, I think in Ashanti region. 2 young chaps lost their lives. One beautiful young girl. When I saw her, I said, "Wow, this is a beautiful young girl."
The same thing happened last year December. Achemho, and no crowd almost in the 45, and I know more bugu almost why you more permanent.
But the truth of the matter is that the party do not know how galamsey is you more you but the Libyan make us say, "Young na young fa akomakro, young kambum ne stop galamsey," because reports are aired by and look I say Ghana Water Company Limited. I can say 5 years from now, if we don't take it, we have to import water. And then anytime anything like this happens, let's just say, as a nation, we are doomed. If we are importing cassava, and then you know the funny thing, our political figures, some of them that have money, they import water. So sometimes we are talking about this and they don't care. But if you want to import water, they import cassava. Because the same water it is used to plant the cassava and everything. So, my brother, Nana, kakra meka fa no.
Madam Asepa na dia kwaso South Africa is so anu ade. Be minim se bia wo busuani bi danfo bi anase obi wo South Africa.
Kwame me ni busuani bi aba me wo Ghana fo ho. Ghana fo ho no mo a.
Omiti o.
Omo ye abusuafo. Niema omo komu wo ho no eya reho sem eya hometesem. Na eno ene da bia no Africa yentimi nkoyanim. These are some of the things I yentimi nkoyanim because ye no ye ho yentimi nka ye hu mum. Even it's a problem bi kura wo ho no ma say ye tena say around the table na ye jojo ne ye solve a yentimi nye ne ya ye bibi different ne ya code ya ba biti ya ya ankasa. Hwe niema ye koso me hwe one of the video South Africa ni ba ku be gina o ka se hwe ye free krum hanum ye da wo mu ye da bonten hwe omo ya wo hwe so omo ada omo feel wo dem we are going to attack them and the next 10-15 minutes no omo de amanfo akwa gu ho no mo a omo twetwe de eja tutu fie no ho no mo a je so omo aka omo ahyem and I think ECOWAS must do something about it. AU must do something about it. Now you say you de you benya pepe because president ni be make public statement say he's going to protect ahoho ewo krum honum na omo won kwan say omo access hospital ni schools ni ade. Meanwhile your people are killing them and so babonti anu abeyo so your ostrich no aba be can be different be dey atum from na akọ say see ye office ahoho sabe ye kuro almost be say 30% youth are omo ye adwuma ba beje wo man nafa eya wo nko a ko wosu kowe ko cycle kowe and the retailing na say Ghana for and na say ye retailing na ye ton niema na baako awo na say so omo de niema na ba kuromu a omo de ba in bulk no omo abeton amaye na ye ton retailing price e wo kuromu a and na wo na ankasa age stores age tables and omo no ankasa ton and no be share China ni no ton yogurt ube share China ni okroma yes
maza hu bi da hu
ube share China ni no otwi farmer kai yogurt ni ade apa isi so awoton ube share China ni no yesu maker no obubu more e wo kroma a ni nyina yetimi accommodate wo mo a ye no wo mo nete hanu ma problem bi eni wo but this is not the first time in South Africa
yeah
and niema omo aye wo South Africa we nye ni edikai to the extent say omo timi twetwa manfo nsa ewo kromo ani yete Africa ni ehwe omo so I think say AU and they should do something about it immediately minim ni enti I take it this time I still omo ntimi kran call for emergency meeting omo betimi solve this problem ni ekoso no yade entwa yie say South Africa for company for na ya ankasa na I don't know say ka krobia South Africa for onyina so yenso ya gage wo mu
simple
I see some gagu omu bi ni omu nso hu se omu kromu wono so omu nkrofo nyina abegu kromu wono ma are they not going to suffer omu so be suffer the same thing it is when you ho kromu manage them if there is anything ekoso a wa wo hwa entime mwa South Africa minor mo manage na mo hwe kwa ya mo be fa so a mo de measures begu akwam na South Africa minor afọ mo ntima pafua na mo abo ahoho nso na nse ya Donald Trump started so pamo US e dey ansem yanka ewiase mu a obia de na no good Donald Trump so hwe ye neighbor South Africa also what start wu ye bi ade na South Africa ye hu sa ye niema se ye ntimi nko ye nim enti ye besere you know they should do something about it immediately because me ache almost 2 weeks ni ye ntihwe and still omo ye ni omo ya omo aba be ma warning na no enura BBC story omo ye omo enti ade enti kura na leader no kura ye nche no ni oda omo anu wo honom no youth leader na wo dis ansem no ade na up to na ye ntime nche no and omo ama warning say omo ma just 2 weeks we ye ho na to one free chrome one ma they will crash you nti dia na ye wo checking so ahoho e wo South Africa no keka ko be say 9 million ahoho e wo South Africa nko a wo check here almost 9 million people omo South Africa across the globe adenti na say etra o masa na ma we koso enti please I will urge the AU to do something about it as soon as possible and say na you too late na no nipa ba ko omo yi ni bae omo twa nensa we no emfinfin ha no ye twa enti nensa na ayesini ene ya say bu ni nem enti nipa ba ko ye bu ni nem won say twa nensa o ye wo so ofiri Cameroon and what tikrom won no ye wo mo sa adenti na say yes sa enti yes so mo anya bibia de a then I also urge other countries and say they should do same to South Africa for omonso ho boni anya hwia papa anya hwe by yam pese e beduru honom sa time no enti nya bibi mfa ho ansa na other countries nso no astrike won South Africa for omonso akwakogu amanfo ekrom a omonso bobra se ne be ya eyensa ko ne nsaba benkum ni dwade nifa na nifa dwade benkum onko akrom won mo betimi ayam na yeye untimi nyama ni yeye enti omunya bibi mfa ho na no oden.
I'll speak from the perspective of an IR student, me international relations and diplomacy. Our Gimpa. History of South Africa no. Omo Moody Sebi kwa SMC was they don't know the history of South Africa. It sounds at a point Africa came together to support South Africa. And I mean can say Bruni jina South Africa na me jina ho. South Africa ni black man o jina ho no. Obe show the Bruni no abekumi. And Nana, I saw some of the videos and I was heartbroken. Into na me and now what I was expecting is to hear from Ghana's ambassador to South Africa. That is His Excellency Kwashi. I saw say around 9 p.m. No, he engaged the Ghanaian community and some of the people that were brutalized. But we share some of the videos now. It is heartbreaking to the extent say they were in the hospital and they were telling us if you know you are not a South African, don't attend. You are not going to be attended to. They should be stabilized and sent home. What kind of inhuman act is that? Oh, and I can say if not for the purposes of foreign policies and that IR perspective, we will also be targeting the South Africans here in Ghana. Also because we know some of them. To the extent that today Mino can say some of them are here doing retail businesses, like my brother is doing. When you go to Circle and other places, they know them. And then Mino can say some of them must be called the trade minister. Now he's going to convene a meeting now. Foreign nationals that are operating in our various port areas and the various markets. Some of them are going to be met because one shot we are also going to retaliate. I mean, seeing your fellow Ghanaian. Now you say some of the videos we try na me you butuno ni and then in macro na edis an kwaza sem no more am crowd no so mutu kwa akobobra obi ube hwe na bi ot Ghana na edi abra panyin bi akaye so wo kosa to makoyi juma na obehwe video mu say bi e pu brazil one hwe kwa na edo yene kese beba omanti I love the fact say the foreign affairs minister has taken a step but sa you need the kick on sometimes let me maminyedi. Because for now, by now, AU should have responded. I heard the South African president, Cyril Ramaphosa, yesterday making a conference. He's going to protect the foreigners. But how long? Why should he take that time? At a point, you even saw policemen were there. They were beating people. But then he said they don't know. So when it comes to unleashing violence, we are best at that. Unless, of course, we don't know they are here. Thank you very much on this very issue.
Thank you very much, Ebusa, for akasima beye duonu baako na ye dejumedi eba na wiye we kay Ebusa meeting na nke ya nke beka say any other business ben minim say wiki now a bit that wakuma so na open opportunity be to talk about it.
Nyame nshira o. Na dachi Kwame.
Dachi no way.
Oh, Adum TV. Dachi. Me ko ni show no so ya metani ni di continue ni akomenu na bi dachi. In fact, I don't know, to be honest, and I'm being real here. I don't know if Yera John Dramani Mahama is being cursed. Mentias here. Because Niti Americans are no Kwame. Dumsona Asabana, I know you.
Oh, was it Transformers, you know? Old ones would be on my ye for the for Fraba.
I don't think I'm a Dumso neighbor.
Aye. Oh, last week no enough. Okay, and before that energy minister John Jinaponso so retreat.
Because transformer until the open some going transformer I say. Transformer use but do open some going there. Transformer now as I am as they say yes anyway. I will take your word for that. May maintain free you are John Dramani Mahama no. But the respect that I have for you no. If that is the case here, I hope say transformer asesano and take you 1 month. Nti yes transformer at least across why experience no say a tramu be 2 weeks go I start to almost be 2 months in you.
We get to their work.
Okay. Oh, the last time me ba me first time na me ba na me chef fugu no. Some me catch us my day sumu 3 days. And nothing na ma me chef fugu. And me I think that the 4th time was a 3rd time or ma ba hani. It is already intervals na almost be 3 months ni. Ati ase. Nti no at omunhwe bibi mpe enhwe wo honye because it's too much. The way baba for ne hairdressers ne omo use light di omo daily business ne adene the way omo see bre no ano odin but if transformer no omo sesa I don't think say transformer you bet me use more than 2-3 months say this is a transformer omo nhwe no omo omo modern na the way light no esi ko na ano odin afen so ni etwa to ye besre MPP fo nyina say nyame adom you started registration no membership registration ni ade no nyame ya adom am ye dia ba wie me no ka say party ne den hye ya ba ye ba ye polling station elections emra ne kire say ubetimi aye polling station executive na kire say ba bi a wo ye polling station executive no ho na auto aba na sa electoral area ho so ho na wote sa ne ma we na disqualify anase bia untua udus so utua udus e bia be say 1 year kwa o qualify so what polling station one na say auto aba wo polling station wa o qualify say ubetimi aye polling station executive e what that electoral area na wo no say ne be ya party adwuma be koso ye be sere wo pepa ne bia say o join the party na enye ntokwa o party office na kofa form no e wo ho no a ubetimi akofa e 10 Ghana cedis o fa wa fele se nipa 10 ana se nipa 5 and e contest position ba ko a emra ne kire se ye beto aba omo beto aba no ye omo eye party members e wo polling station ho no omo no betimi ato aba ne yi nipa ba ko a obeba be ye polling station executive e wo polling station ho the same so ya twim 5 no ye the 2 aba be ka ho ama na kwa akoye 7 nti ye besre MPP fo nyina se wo a wo pepa no se wo ye polling station executive no ebre nini ko ba bi a wo to aba na watwere wudi wo register no munko ade a ko na kofa form na wonso kokogina ne ento so aba na say ya ento so aba ubetimi aba be polling station executive ne de opepa ene odo aboa party no e wo fam ne etimi ama party na gina ne na so yi wo fam se ne be ya nyame ya adom a coming 2028 yewura Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia ebetimi aba be president e wo mamu ha ne etimi den hyehyɛ ye pa ebeboa wo man no aba because MPP New Patriotic Party amanyuku ene ba akwanya mu a onya akwanya no oba ba mu a otime den hyehyɛ papa gu akwan mu magana fo ho to wo mu a eboa magana ko nanim yi pa ti ebesre party fo no omu nyina amfo odo ene akomapa enkonkoye adwuma no wo fam na asomdue mra na party no so mfa ne ntema pamfra medase
we dey ata na meko Henry so no na mo si aban wununa mo
enokra nso de mfa unwunwa ye kra mfa ne esese ye kan bia ye beka asem bia esese ye kan bia ne ye beka ye be kasem no so professionally ye ma me kasem bi a ye be kwa kodidi ye wura John Dramani Mahama tem ensida ba asem no se ne sitie bia no akwanya no ba ma ye nko na ne kura de akwanya na ama me anko radio ni TV kura na ways and means wo hono ma wutimi de communicate e ma Ghana fo nyina ate ne opesa wo ka nti
even Amando ye
oh Amando asem o so wo hwa se ade Amando ye na se enu nko a ne de ka asem a mpacho Herald newspaper ne other newspapers a omo atwa mu wo mamu ha e de na omo ntimi mfanye na ado danko akufu ado emfa ne meto front page ni ade enya de a okaseti a yewura John Dramani Mahama me I'm on record say me by Nit FM adaka bri show so abra yewura abronye e kaseti a ye IGP e ma na no so tra yewura John Dramani Mahama me kokondem ye say amanyo semo ayeye no eni kwase edidi mpanimfo atem enti so obi di obi atem a na se menye opportunity na menwu baabi a e kire say yewura yenua Amando edidi yewura president atem wo baabi a eye obi picture wa postu eno ono nso repost picture no eno tre wase say if Ghana say ye person ye solve ye sign LGBTQ plus na yade a yewura John Dramani Mahama wo pepa no so sign a ba na ko assign dada enti se won so dia ade na ba na won sign it was a conditional cross a wo de share ho enti minima dia wo ye ya o kasabiti amampani a na ese ye kokoche no ba amampani so aba be ka se on strategy obi ase nkonkoche baba Amando so what so aka on off so no one country obi azu obi nkonkoche baba Amando ti wan na koche no who was the complainant a okokoche baba Amando nti ye besere yenyi atem didie mfi ye political discourse ayeyemu emwa mo man chichire no enkoso kawasem without so obedidi obi atem me ba hanum say ya first me start here no baby a me ko bi anam say Sam George useless because of or refer useless the man yewura Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo but when and ye be ko baby a ye nso ye be so say wakasa ti apanimu nti ye say nso ye to aso na obi ho no a Sam George ka kire Nanado so ye useless no ebi kura wante me ka kire Sam George so ye useless ezi ya no afa na nipa nate nti obe lebu me say me ma no ya medidi atem medidi mpanimfo atem ampa so Sam George ebi obe che me pani nti ye say me die ni die ma na but say ye hu baby ani efire no say eniema na ye start ye ne ntwa yie enough is enough ye kwa ye nim ni kwase ye so dia na de bia ye reference and the cause we ya ye bia so ye bi oman no ye ntimi nko ye nim ti ye besra amanyofo atendidie de especially the youth a ye kwa ye nim no ye nyi atendidie mfi ya amanyotemu kasem no ye research compare current government and the previous government na compare na say improve aba sector by sector na Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo uko sports abra no oye president no e den no oye was sports yewura na John Dramani Mahama ba yenso no e den no oye was sports compare ni mienu na we say why na was superior argument obetimi argue say me penso me ye bibi boa o man na esene wo a wudi o man no so sesi a eno ne ye pese yete ba nyatem didie nti ye besere yenyi atem didie nso mfiri ya manyosem a yeyemu na nya de e boa ye wo kwan bia so me da se kwame.
And that was the voice of Benjamin Asare, communications member, team member of the NPP. Henry,
boss. Mr. Ben, I can't especially on the insults, no, any day. Me bow shoes so now pair menu be. Now
I must say, and then I enjoy discourse in the park.
That's it. Never make us say, send a bank, I know. Building political parties on ideologies. Oba NDC, we say we believe in probity, accountability, and social justice. Inti mitihana meka NDC asema no na meka. Se you NDC communicate abi ayi obi wo baby I mean better na hankase the nipa ne kan ne no kra na say I will not talk about it but then I'll talk about the facts. That is why I imagine akunya we so e patch obium e ma apostle nyamiche. Me boss me na boss be can no ka transform asem e me the pastor senior wo kan no as a media no we educate, we inform, and we entertain. So you have the fact, say, His Excellency has said it countless with that time, say, because of the resetting agenda, no, the energy sector, the electrical aspect must also be reset, and basically that is the main reason why the minister and other state agencies are working on that. Unfortunately, in your fire outbreak, we were Akusumo power generation center, no, but the minister has been there. In Yenyan say everything is being worked on. This is response or quick response to issues of this. Before say me di masem nyina beba ne yenamika say me yenkreli mapa nti aka na mafi na mesia ne kakaka do mi ko school achim kukuntumi but my man is saying the banner can radio shows mama me akonya na meba na my improve it because over Tema East and let me look at say me a deputy communications officer but in shortest time available NDC yeah branch executives and senior me enkrofo police station executives over NDC the basic unit of the NDC friend branches and then look at say next month May yeah branch executives branch executive selections ni we are me Henry Oko Oninku popularly known as future MP in Tema East no I'm going in for substantive communication officer uba naso or we are onante and at Tema East for me akunya say me branch executives me be ward communication officer my be deputy constituency communication officer until the next available space for me is a mere substantive communication officer until me person me for akunya we so na obi bia o team with Tema East constituency bia no yes communication officer for the party per the constitution of the NDC no you are to market the party. Where do you market the party? Who be dream who radio so here who TV so here me about Tema East young guys will be a future MP no is a household name into me mo be a regime say obi be up branch executive elections bia no the constitution has said say you must be residing in that area. For our branch forms, go for branch executive elections. After that, we do that of the constituency elections. But now, before saying you know, my Fakonya Wilson, I mean, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder, and then Minoka say no say John Mama Koto, maybe Biara, the big push project, any maybe Biara infrastructure project are ongoing. Biano, wako inspecti or the only one say or the Jumama say me ba kochuchi change moi. Ono aba ebehwe se ne ose ye no waye ni yi anan say empese obi aba show the work like we have seen in the previous administration. Mechia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na mechia me honorable member of parliament honorable Isaac Ashai Odamte, mechia me constituency chairman honorable Robert Kempis Papani Ofosuwari, afi me boss the communication officer for Tema East constituency honorable Mesuna Al Hassan, Bishop T, everybody listening to me this morning, Nijani, and then Isuman is a fire officer at the Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority. Obibia Utimi and Opebiano, me say Medamwasi, na eye general His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and in the members of parliament, they will transform Ghana. Nanamo, before Semekono, Yankofobo Munya ministers 120. My input on record say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and I say Aminuka say 56 or 58. Amuna eno mudi jumani sisi ya. Enti kiti wese no eyese ndudu wira. Yes, I can forget. Kitty Wilson, yes, you do.
Let's also put it on record. Say, I'm being one. Why you presidential staffer? Every region be a way presidential staffer or order. We know because you will still presidential staffers. But every region. But the presidential staffers, the monument in Nisika Awaje equivalent to deputy minister. It is only when we are not just a president. Ministers no what so wa today. And wa picking crofobia. Omono ebotira omoboduma no man not just the same thing. Cost no. But they are being allocation to the Jubilee House, seat of the presidency. I hear double. I hear it is twice of this. No. Check the facts. We were using 320 million. And we are being below that. No, we are being below that. Maybe. This time, the last budget, I'm going to so for 72 million. Oh, no. In fact, as far as the accountability series, almost 3 times. No. Presidential staffers in account. Every regional organizer be presidential staff and maintain. What as I maintain because regional organizer presidential staff unless you say sa organizer and Yamani CEO and Yamani deputy CEO. Omo can you presidential staff? You can contact with a maintain. Can you go but Henry Ukwe General Mosquito. Honorable Julius Debra, who is your pick?
Say why now? Manti.
Honorable Julius Debra, and Honorable Johnson Dinkatia.
Why not maybe Peno? They are qualified to be next presidential candidate of the NDC. But as far as His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is concerned, I'm not going to choose anybody. I'm not going to throw my rally on anybody. But say no we are going for presidential race, I know who I'm going to vote for.
Men can be an Kwame, to be honest, I say and can no crap party. Now say the respect that I have for NDC. Now omoku you be aba be do omo enim so o me di president. I don't think say obetimi aka say see dunketi am president e wo manwa. Aden ensem fata no kra. Aden ensem fata no ensem kekaye ni the way wasi apotre no ho manage no ho Ghana hanom a uchu Julius Debra
Bosben but kasapa na po by vice president
na po o maka so pe
na mo kwa me nkoma no
am so we say you person di president say na po me president asemu ayeka Julius Debla na esi dunketia na se wo ka se obi a obetimi adi o man animu a wa description no hu yie wo man mu anom na se wo ka se o kwa akofa esi dunketia na Julius Debla esi dunketia ntimi ma me president e wo man mu ha on some fatasi o man president
obetimi aye NDC flag bearer
eno kra no on some fatasi obeye ba bi esa fata na ne chairman na wadi wo NDC mu no e ho ye ne last stop send this for pipe obi obetimi agi to me e de amomo na so omo ba akwa akoto aba na obi obeso sidi yewura John Dramani Mahama enye si edum ketia
Rosman ade ba ko nsele
edum ketia enye president
no eno de mint
for ba akwa sunlight no o de mi ya no aba ebe mi won wa say NDC for ba akwa sunlight na omo akwa akoto aba se ye wa to forcing ye wo Julius Debla na ye wo esi edun ketia no mu betimi akwa ye esi edun ketia be no wanwa
se na o ka se na che so person kan ma mu presidential candidate
David me NDC party a serious party and we need serious people
and they say we go find a serious person and you say we serious no
esi edun ketia say
me pacho
no idiot can go to court
me tena hay
some obi o na be betimi akwa I respect him as a national chairman. But my brother here, Kwame Amobusa me say, Omumienu no why na Kameme support no?
Because APL the ba say Omumienu na ye front runners.
And I will say why na me support no? And I'm say me from me side am here
Julius Debra.
Me support Julius Debra and me ma o instances ni entia ensem fata say esi edunkati ababa be di president. But ni ese fata say Julius Debra. What is say Julius Debra am making F word be organ ada.
Mentida
na esi edun ketia meka se kan ho ntime nka be 3 days ya enye esi edun ketia na ye di drones ya modi abai ye di drones ba wa se na na adoda nko akufu adone na ne ministers ye di drones na be hwehwe ma ho enye esi edun ketia na kan drones a ye de ba be fight galamse no o se ye de ba be hwehwe ma omudwale adwaye ne de na ne hwehwe omo such a person was who made the president abra Julius Debra betimi di president na simple no what we are crying who you or memoir. Amanyo semina ye no so person di president ye di president no what them ones and the pew president ye do what them even though you were John Dramani Mahama why ye na dey so obedi president president ne be to no kwem no she the way was here managing no edru ba bia no okọ we world kakra ba uti no say wa bono ho ba ya bono ho ba yie so obedi president na see edun katia de me dey obusa me view dia I see edun katia can never be a good material when it comes to presidential presidency ye beto aba wo mamua say ye yi ni free race no monka ho omo de we na ba ni nyina ye ne popularity say won hwe obi o ye popular e wo NDC mu sesi aye ka say ya e NDC esi edun katia ba omo hwe ne popularity no so no omo de koto aba ma ne dia e ne NDC party na ba be sinke
boss into near Ben I don't know me national chairman and I make say omu mienu no mu ho nyina no so omu ye mienu so me na me ka cho say that be but enu ni nokre no omu mienu nyina omu bia ana Canada Japan and then one can and then Canada Japan can but abi at a point it was your president until whether Johnson is saying my national chairman, my board chair, and now Julius Debra, anybody that comes, the NDC will elect one of them to become our next president, not just a flag bearer, but a president of Ghana. Thank you very much, Ghana.
Yeah, better myself not pay. All right, so I was for and
na attorney general kra obedi animu kra so ohun so na ye de be do so
na
say oral report na omo de aba no sebe garbage niema bibiri omu a nyansa obi tifie no obo ni trimpo no otwere de bae nti se de beje power
oh David
say time ni aba me wo report ni nyina wo
soft copy ni nyina
Kwame me kira wo ni anum obi unim amama wan fanitin obi kwato asase wa ban ho aban na so wo ton asase ena menya politician no aban so wo ton asase no $3 million ena me ma beto asase no ma to asase na me de ye madwuma okuja to mu kokko fa surveyor mo mu kokko reti asase na omo se asase no na se ka ban ne ton ma me $5 million nti me na makota asase no e wa ban ho $3 million no ma ye bone nti me ye part of ora
nya me aduma ehia on ora
you do honoma
once again you better in your bema Bismarck Benassi Jamenasari. Thank you very much. And then Henry oh, thank you very much. So we're done about 2 minutes into 10. Yeah, DJ Young Boy and DJ Fletch for him set 12 bebo. Yeah, nyame enum ni nanka sofudie die enim line mu kra manna adwene ho da na enyade am me consider e kra say medi sofo but wa say na America no nanka sofudie die enim line mu kra among ni ma na me pese me ye no we pilot ne radio etunchenya na se bisofu die na ebi nka ho. But my father in the Lord, my spiritual father, Apostle Dr. Isaac Owusu Bempa, papa enema me kondo sofudie didimu awurade adom mababe sofudie sada na politics nso politics na enyade ane manage ho na mempe. But there's one person our politician na said there will see ye politics no ama politics ayefe ama politics ayakono ama politics enye nimunyam ama young guys ananka politics womompe eye womachiwade obo politics so eye abomination to them no ene womu na they are glamoring, their desire is increasingly failed to become politicians. And that one man that stands so tall among millions of politicians, our mama politics. Ayakono politics ayede politics enye nimunyam no hey Honorable Julius Debra is one person I want me niaje politics because of the way I was yet in the politics. Chief of Staff Honorable Julius Debra celebrating 60 years on this terrestrial habitat. Sir, Papa, happy birthday to you. May you see your prayers answered. May you see your desires and expectations manifested. Namisha, on to Wonkwam. Another 60 years to come, and we shall jointly collaborate and celebrate. COP Nananketia Frimpong, Director of Finance Police Administration. Papa, you are deeply appreciated. Yes, indeed, you are deeply appreciated. And I am grateful for everything you have done and what you are doing and what you will do. Radinsra ema woni payo defo a obre edwuma mfa bi nka ho no de bia me bo din bom paye a me sre bi edema ho And another day, may I take the opportunity to say, sir, may the Lord bless you and guide you throughout this day, keeping your spirit steady and hopeful, and let grace shape every step you take today. Na ne krakra mu no Eradimedase of Switzerland, wherever Eradimedase sees is a me ye bibia or Dimrika eba